Hi, my name is Latoya. Hi, my name is Latoya. Hi, my name is Latoya. Hi, my name is Latoya.
We live yet? Hey, press one. Oh, we are live. We are live. What we doing tonight, chat? The Weekenders. What we doing tonight, chat? It's the Weekenders, man. What we doing? Where the intro at, man?
No, we started with nothing in humble beginnings. They wanna fuck with me now cause I'm winning. Chasing this chicken cause I'm on a mission. I'm known for get money and standing on business. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Keep that shit coming, they know how we living. Come from the struggle, got lost in the hustle. Straight out the mud, no, I compliment couples. Chasing big bills just to keep this shit subtle. You ain't on my team if you wasn't in the huddle. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Keep that shit coming, they know that I'm with it. I fit the description, I'm the definition. I'm what they prescribe like she seen a physician. She wanna ride cause she seen how we getting it. Big old booty, she my passenger princess. She like to argue, she don't like to listen. She bougie and toxic, she fine and she picky. Pretty and sedity, she get recognition. Matching nails and toes, man, she always French tip 'em. Parking lot pimping when we in the city. Don't ask her about twine, she twerk on the engine. She eat the dick in the car cause it's tennis. She pay me attention like she get commission. Pimpin' CEO, so I give her the business. She ride on the dick like she doing some fitness. She make the dick disappear like she magician. She like to swallow, man, she love when I finish. Having motion, man, you know I got plenty. Bitches choosing cause they know that I'm winning. See some thousands, now I'm after some millions. So all my houses come with chandelier ceilings. Pillow talking, man, that shit just ain't in me. Keep it pimpin', I can't do no pretending. Jealous hearted, man, you know I ain't with it. Cuffin' hoes, I can't do no commit. No, we started with nothing in humble beginnings. They wanna fuck with me now cause I'm winning. Chasing this chicken cause I'm on a mission. I'm known for get money and standing on business. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Keep that shit coming, they know how we living. Come from the struggle, got lost in the hustle. Straight out the mud, no, I compliment couples. Chasing big bills just to keep this shit subtle. You ain't on my team if you wasn't in the huddle. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Chasing this chicken, I ran up a ticket. Keep that shit coming, they know that I'm with it.
What we doing tonight, chat? Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Y'all can see the banner. We'll probably do it for like the next week or next 2 weeks. I want to do some giveaways. So everybody that purchases a copy of the new book, OA, The Framework for a Modern Political Movement, we will give away a copy. Shout out to Mama Moneyway for getting the first copy. I think Lala's in line to get her copy as well. So we got at least 1 or 2 books to give away on tonight. Double tap that screen, shut a live out, chat. Y'all know what time it is. We are still in intro mode, man. We still in intro mode, chat. I'm a saint, but I sin. I checked in the game to win. I left, she loving me again. I let her cry out the bins and they say time heal. Mine still felt like it was yesterday. How we're moving fast, probably too fast to even catch the play. Spend the night, she pack a bag, right to me, just getting gas. Coming back, I want it bad. I'ma touch it first, eat it last, it's temporary. Holly damn emotion said it's temporary. My pain deeper than the ocean. Temporary feelings mixed with temporary pleasures. All these temporary moments and these temporary treasures. Temporary circumstances to temporary measures. Temporary friends and even temporary schedules. Temporary smiles and temporary goals. Temporary women sliding on temporary poles. Temporary comments and temporary trolls. I just pray that God bless me. Ain't no temporary souls. I'm a saint, but I sin. I checked in the game to win. I left, she loving me again. I let her cry out the bins and they say time heal. Mine still felt like it was yesterday. How we're moving fast, probably too fast to even catch the play. Spend the night, she pack a bag, right to me, just getting gas. Coming back, I want it bad. I'ma touch it first, eat it last, it's temporary. Holly damn emotion said it's temporary. My pain deeper than the ocean. What we doing tonight, chat? Double tap that screen, shut a live out. What we doing tonight, chat? Are the weekenders in the building or what, man? Where the weekenders at, man?
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Oh, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. What we doing tonight, chat? Double tap the screen, shut a live out. What we doing tonight, chat? Hey, Sam, we getting the truth about the Nolan Wells case. It's getting close. Did Trump make a mistake releasing those CIA documents? And we got a summer camp battleground, and it's facing backlash. Chat, double tap that screen, shut a live out. As y'all can see, we got the banner. The book Organized Action did release today. We're running a buy one, get one given away. So if you purchase a book on today via the Cash App or Super Chats, you can buy it through Super Chats. I'll send you a copy and I'll give away a copy on your behalf. Let's make the stream fun. Let's have a good night. What do we have to talk about? We got Law and Crime Network talking about Nolan Wells' mystery death. Who could be lying? Also, if we have time, we're going to talk about that Lego thief, the one who stole $200,000 worth of Legos. Sneeko made his pilgrimage to Mecca. Also, the lady above me, she is 49 years old and is a virgin. I want to know how y'all feel about virgins at 49, 50 years old, man. How do y'all feel about that? Also, like a black summer camp was shut down. We're going to see Officer Tatum talk about that. I just know he has some crazy shit to say about it. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we'll cover more of the Nolan Wells case, and Marco Rubio spoke on far-left political terrorism. Now, for Marco Rubio to be speaking on far-left political terrorism, we can only imagine what Washington, D.C. has cooking. We'll check that out, and we'll have a great episode, man. We'll have a great episode. Like I said, Trump released the documents tonight. That was gonna prove, that night, last night, that was gonna prove the 2020 election was rigged, but it also had Russia interfering with Joe Biden, trying to damage Joe Biden's reputation. I don't know what made Trump want to release that. Maybe we'll get more updates in the ongoing days, but we'll be watching that situation closely. Everyone double tap that screen, shut a live out. We're about to have a great live stream tonight, man. Press 1 if you in here. Press 1 if you in here. OG Yosemite said, how much is the book? The book is $12.99 for the book, or if you want to get the bundle with the remastered version of The Art of Organized Action and the new book OA, the Modern Political Movement, is $19 for both copies. So $12.99 for one, $19 for both. You can send it in a super chat, or you can give some memberships. You can send it in a super chat or give some memberships. Let's get into this lady that's a 49-year-old virgin, chat. I don't know, chat. I don't know how I feel about her being a 49-year-old virgin. I mean, I'm assuming she's never married, so maybe she's saving herself for marriage. If she just can't get none, is a lot different than her saving herself for marriage. So let's see what she's talking about.
Toya.
I guess.
And my question is, I am a 49-year-old virgin by choice. My issue is,
by choice,
my issue that I have.
Everybody look to your left, right, say shh. Okay,
Thank
your
you,
issue
Kim.
is?
My issue is when I am dating or in a relationship, the men seem to think that I'm weird or strange, and it's very frustrating. My question is, why do men?
See, this the kind of women right here. I'm just gonna say it, Chad. I'm sorry. It's the weekend. I just gotta say it, bro. See, I don't think she's probably not lying about being a virgin. She's probably never had vaginal intercourse. She's definitely sucked some meat in her life. She's saying she's had boyfriends in all these relationships. They thought she was weird. She sucked some meat in her life, and she's probably taking it up the pooper shooter. See, when I was in school, there were a lot of girls who were religious, and they wanted to keep their virginity, but they were definitely taking it up the pooper shooter, and they were definitely giving head. I'm just going to be honest. They're getting married now. They're probably married off somewhere. Their husbands think that they were virgins, which, I mean,
if you want to talk about it, they were a virgin, but they were taking it up the pooper shooter and giving a bunch of head. I just gotta be honest. OG Yosemite comes through with a $20 super chat. OG Yosemite, be sure to get with me with your email so I can send you that bundle over. And we're gonna give away a book on OG Yosemite's behalf too. So we got 2 books to give away so far. We got Mama Money purchased a copy of the book, so we'll do a giveaway. We'll probably guess a number or guess a fact to give away a book on her behalf. And OG Yosemite purchased a bundle, so we'll give away a book on his behalf as well. So y'all stay tuned in. We're going to get into the episode, and we're going to start those giveaways shortly. Thank you for supporting me, OG Yosemite.
And tend to think that something is wrong when a woman desires to keep
What's up,
herself
Lucky?
into marriage. And why do they choose not to invest?
Okay, so. All right, B. Okay, first of all, I appreciate the dedication and the faithfulness that you've had to this cause here. Now, I'm gonna reserve my personal opinions to myself. Do we have anybody? So 49.
His opinion is the same thing as mine, man. You done ate some meat and you probably took it up the pooper shooter. I'm just gonna be honest.
Never been touched.
Lori comes through with the $20 super chat, and she just purchased a copy of the book. Actually, she purchased a bundle. Y'all give Lori some flames for purchasing the bundle, both copies. And we're gonna give away another book on Lori's behalf as well. Like I said, we're gonna run this for like 2 weeks. Everyone who buys a book will give away a book on their behalf. So we got 3 giveaways tonight. Thank you, Mama Money, OG Yosemite, and Laurie. Double tap that screen, chat. Let's get into it.
Before.
By choice.
By choice.
I want to honor God in that.
Hey, I applaud you for that.
What's up, Lady
You
Love?
are a strong woman. You are a unicorn. I think. What? No, I think it's awesome. Sometimes a man, they don't want to teach you. That's a lot of teaching to do. You know what I'm saying? At the age you are. But I mean, there is a man out there for you that wants a virgin. I can't do it. I need some experience, and that's not a knock on you. That's just
Real talk, chat. We're gonna get into what he just said. But Laurie, I sent you the chapter 1 for free already, so I have the already got your email, Laurie. I need OG Yosemite email. I have Laurie's email, so I'll have that to you when I get off a stream, Laurie. Thank you for that purchase. Now he's saying that at 49 years old, nobody's got time to teach her how to have intercourse. Nobody's got time to teach her how to, do the grown folks. And I'm going to be honest, chat, it's a fine line with that shit. Like, I don't want someone who's just a damn back layer. Like, I don't want a damn back layer. But if you get in here doing some crazy shit, I'm just going to think that people probably have treated you any kind of way throughout your life. It's probably going to be a turnoff like, oh shit, if she's letting me do this, what the hell has she been through? So it is a fine line. Now, I don't want a back layer, but I definitely don't want, you know what I mean?
I want somebody to show me something.
What up,
You know
Just
what I'm saying?
Talking?
So, I mean,
Yeah. I agree. Now, Kitty, 49.
Man, I love that.
All right, OG, you say you sent me the email. Is it in the Discord? You sent it in the Discord?
I love that. Man, I love that. If I can rewrite my life, my God. Whew, man. We're in such a hypersexual culture now that people will try to guilt you out of that celibacy or that abstinence. And they'll beat you down for that because they want to have access to you, because they haven't learned restraint or what self-control looks like. I appreciate the fact that you have produced that type of fruit. That lets me know the relationship that you've cultivated with our Father. Because when you are in that secret place, you produce the fruit of the Spirit, and self-control is one of them. And I appreciate that. You are a unicorn. That is beautiful, because at the end of the day, we're supposed to honor God, especially with our temple, and you acknowledge that your body is your temple. So keep on doing that. But because it's not normal, when people are not used to what the normal is, when they see something different.
See, so this is what they're not saying on that panel. That's why they need me on this shit. I'm a keep it cut and dry. Now, men, they know they're women. Now, you know you might have a good girl, a quiet girl that just really hasn't been around. So if she gets out of bounds or something, it's levels to the shit. She might get out of bounds and reply to a message or, you know, like a picture, some shit like that. Then you got girls that you know you dealing with, and they're that. Now, when she gets out of bounds, you probably thinking that, oh yeah, she went and got railed, bruh. She went, got railed, gave him some head, probably fucked his homeboy too. Like, let's just be real, man. Men know they're women, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out.
They don't know how to adjust to that. But some men would just try to guilt you out of it. But I have a question. Do you lead when you're dating or anything? Do you lead with "I'm a virgin"?
No.
Okay, then we don't got to cross that path.
No.
Okay, there we go. Amen.
I kind of wait, you know, just a little while into that.
Hold on, one question. Hold on. Trio, how soon would you want to know?
I would want to know after she tell me her name. Immediately.
Yeah, I know.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200 until you reveal that information.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. So you normally wait a little bit, let them get to know you.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah, Chad, she's saying she's a virgin, man. She probably got some of those damn all kind of shaped dildos in the crib, bro. She's probably got dildos shaped like damn furniture. She's probably got dildos shaped like damn exercise equipment and shit, man. I'm telling you, man, 49 years old, she ain't never had none. Oh, she's got a collection in there. She's got a collection.
Okay.
And then they're like, oh, I'm cool with it, you know? Yeah, but no.
You know,
see, this is what I said just talking.
I think it's really.
I don't think she's lying. I think she's just framing it. I think she's not telling the whole truth. So I gave an example of girls that I went to school with. They lived their life as virgins, but they were definitely giving head and taking it up the pooper shooter. But vaginally, they were virgins. So they would tell everybody they was a virgin, you know, probably told their husband they was a virgin. But they were definitely taking it up the pooper shooter and giving loads of head, man. I just can't make this shit up.
Beautiful that that's something that you're doing for yourself. But there also has to come with the understanding that people fear what they don't understand. And they try to manipulate what they don't understand either, because they also don't have the clarity of how important it is for you. And so instead of trying to understand why people think it's weird or why they don't understand it, I think it's just important for you to stand on what's important to you and become even more clear on why it's important for you, and to just stand on that, and just to recognize as well, you're going to continue to invite people that just may not agree with what your decision is. That's going to be a part of your experience. So my invitation is that you don't allow it to discourage you.
Hit the like button, chat.
Make you insecure or feel a way about yourself or your decision, because ultimately this is a path that you're choosing to walk between you and God. So it really don't matter what anybody else has to say. But what I will say is give yourself the opportunity to learn how to just enjoy people, enjoy their time, enjoy the time that they're in your life, and understand that they may not stay that long. But when you find the one that is for you, they're not going to even blink twice when you tell them that information. You just may have to look a little.
All right, we're going to put it up to the chat. All right, chat. If you think she is lying, put liar in the chat. If you think she is telling the truth, put truth in the chat, man. If she is lying, put liar. If she's telling the truth, put truth.
Okay, it might take some time.
Mike, what's up?
Sister, I love you.
Oh Lord. I got a picture.
All right, before I flip the board, out of everything that was said here, what happened? Oh, all right, okay. So before I flip the board, the first thing I want to say is the thing that made me most nervous was the fact that you associated the term weird with yourself, because it sounds like even you are at a struggle with.
See, come on, bro. Like, she knows she's a fucking weirdo, bro. Like, cut it out, bro. Like, trying to take the more, hey, it seems like you're battling with yourself. You're calling yourself. Man, she knows she's fucking weird. She knows the weird fucking kink she has, the weird fucking fetishes, all the anime corn and shit, man. She's a fucking weirdo, bro. It's okay, man. Damn.
Something they should be proud about. And because you're different than people, people putting out words, and sometimes we internalize them. And then we start to sympathize with our abusers and then start inheriting those titles for ourselves. And there is nothing weird about you. But I want to take it a bit further and talk about the etymology of the word weird, when weird didn't always used to mean bad. So today we associate words like strange, bizarre, odd with weird.
See, these must be like some professionals for real. Are these people accredited or something? Because I get up there and tell the fucking truth, bro. Like, I would have cut him off right there. Like, bro, chill out. She's a fucking weirdo, bro. She just told you what she was.
But that's historically the origin of the word weird was because it was supernatural. It was something other than what was around everything that they were. Something different, something special. It goes even further and said that the Weird Sisters were put here to carry out assignments that other people were not capable of doing. So if we're going to use the words that people put here to shame us, put power to those words and understand that being weird in these times is a blessing.
That's a fact.
Is a blessing. And in an even larger sense, I know that
No, the fuck it's not. No, the cut it out, bro. We're gonna being different is good, man. Listen, the weirdos are the touchers. The weirdos are the ones with no facial hair getting caught up in these damn PDF stings and shit. The weirdos are the ones that try to follow kids into the bathroom and shit. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. Say different. Different is okay. That weird shit it's still weird.
of everything that I've been introduced to on earth, money, power, success, the idea of two humans becoming friends and then lovers and then creating life from that to go on like leaving legacy is the most beautiful concept I've seen out here. It's the one thing that I will put above everything else. Status, you know, friends are good, the family that you come from, but the family that comes from you, best thing that you will put here to do. But that ain't on everybody's bingo card, okay? And on the back of your birth certificate is not a blank marriage certificate just waiting for a signature. You might put love in your heart, but love is you. And whether people come or go, it's always gonna be here, and that's the love that's most important. But some people have assignments here that are deeper than their desire to be invested in. Because that's another thing that you said that made me nervous. Like, are you not fulfilled where you believe a man's supposed to come in and invest in you? Like you're some piece of property or some business that needs a refill. Everything you have is enough, whether that's a partner for a long time or for the night. The things that you work hard for, be proud of always, no matter what people feel about them.
Clap it up, clap it up. Thank you for your question. Y'all handled that beautifully.
They damn sure did, because I would have took the road less traveled, man. I would have took the road less traveled with that conversation. I would have kept it real, do you hear me? All right, let's move on, man. Officer Tatum's talking about this black summer
It was a
camp.
Fight Club dictator. People was telling them.
Black summer camp that got shut down. Let's see what Officer Tatum has to say about this shit.
What to do, fighting, no attendance, no supervision, no structure.
The videos appear to show children cheering on fights in 3 different areas of the building, including a bathroom.
If y'all be loud, I'm beating y'all next.
Fight my daughter.
You just can't do too many black people doing something. We just need more resources and parks and clubs and in the community, and we'll see the crime go down. Well, when they build this, they turn into a fight club. Before we get back to the show, I want to tell you guys about Synergy. If you're
Man, I gotta see what went on with this, because he's saying they turned it into a fight club now. I done been to a few YMCAs and boys clubs and shit in my life. Them folks didn't know what the hell we had going on, man. Them teachers and shit didn't know what the fuck was going on, man. We had our own shit going on.
Better energy, better rest, better. I'm seeing people do all kind of crazy stuff in the black community, crazier than I have ever seen when I was growing up. This stuff is out of control. Teen takeovers, and I'm finna show you a compilation of videos alluding or illuminating what I'm saying. And y'all want to rock around and act like it's white privilege, it's white, all this other stuff. But you're not taking into account personal responsibility. And here you go. Let's look at the first story. Roll it.
Those aren't the sounds of summer camp.
Man, see, this is what I'm going to say, man. Officer Tatum is a little older than me, but he got to cut it out, bro. This shit was going on. It just wasn't no camera phone. Y'all got to understand that camera phones and social media, the ability to record this shit and the ability to share this shit just wasn't there yet. This shit been going on. It just, motherfuckers didn't have the ability to record it and the ability to share it.
There are the sounds of cell phone video that a parent says exposes a camp
was fighting my daughter.
where fights didn't just happen, they appear to be
What's
part
up,
of the culture.
Delphine?
It was a fight club dictator. People was telling them what to do, fighting. No attendance, no supervision, no structure.
Now, I'm going to say this, chat. Me and Money had the same 4th grade teacher, right? And this was a white man. Cool as a fucking fan. Probably one of the best teachers I ever had. And he used to let us fight, like straight up. If it would, he didn't let the girls fight. But if it was two boys in the classroom and you had a fucking problem, bro, like, he wasn't with all of that shit, bro. He wasn't with all of that. He gonna tell you to go out there in them leaves, man. All right, so the classroom, all right, it's a regular classroom, but this is when the classrooms had back doors. Like, they could open the door to the playground and shit. All the kids run out on the playground. Then when it's time to come in, you line up at your door. That's how the school was set up. Man, listen, I swear to y'all, my 4th grade teacher used to open that back door, and if you had a problem, man, go out there and get that shit on. Dust yourself off and come back in the classroom and sit down. Man, I'm talking about motherfuckers was fighting, chat. Fight.
Structure.
The videos appear to show children cheering on fights in 3 different areas of the building, including a bathroom.
And what's crazy is, chat, he didn't even let there be an audience. Like, he didn't let the other kids watch or nothing, man. I'm telling you, he was going to go across the hall. Whoever the across the hall teacher aide was, man, he going to have the teacher aide come in there, watch the class for a minute. He finna take whoever into it out back in them fucking leaves, and he going to shut the door, and y'all going to fight. And when y'all get done fighting, he going to bring y'all ass back in the classroom. And that's how shit was going on when I was in elementary.
If y'all be loud, I'm beating y'all next.
Fighting my daughter. Look how people in the bathroom.
Angelette Taylor thought she was dropping her children off at a safe place to spend their summer. Instead, she says they were left to protect themselves here at Rucker Athletics Fitness and Training Center.
Was fighting.
Taylor says her children, 7 and 11 years old, attended the camp from June 10th until this week, and she believes what happened wasn't
So
an
is this like a
isolated
day
incident.
camp? So I thought this was like a summer overnight camp somewhere. So this looks like a day camp. Kind of like a substitute for school. Like during school hours, they can drop the kids off at this camp, go to work, and pick them up. So this looks like it's a day camp. I thought this was like an overnight camp.
They had my 7-year-old with the 13 and 12-year-old and 11-year-olds. There was no order.
She says some of the oldest campers were put in charge of the youngest, while adult supervision was missing.
You can see an adult in the corner sitting there watching these children fight. They made them camp leaders. Like, say, for instance, you 13, you 14. She said, okay, you a camp leader, you a camp leader. You responsible for this group, you responsible for that group.
The ones that made the leaders. After watching the videos, Taylor went straight to Dalton Police.
I said my child was abused, beaten up, and I want to make, and not just one child, 2 kids.
When Fox Chicago arrived at the building near 149th and South Sibley Boulevard, a bright orange notice was taped to the door. The camp ordered closed by police.
I'm glad they stepped up and did what they're supposed to do. Shut this summer camp down.
Taylor says the boys were supervised by adults, but she alleges the girls were often left on.
Hey, why does she say that? Like, y'all remember Maury, and how the episode used to open on Maury? Like, I want to find out now. Or it'll be Jerry Springer and be like, yeah, and today I'm gonna go and confront him. Why does she say that shit like that? I'm glad they shut this summer camp down. She said it like the fucking intro to a damn.
On their own. She says her 7-year-old daughter, Vontelia, was dragged into a bathroom.
Somebody want to pull my hair and want to put their hands around me, try to choke me, try to make me die.
Did anybody stop them?
No.
Her older sister, 11-year-old Shayla, says she was attacked too.
Yeah, she was getting her hair pulled and punched.
How did that make you feel?
Mad.
Rucker Athletics says it has a zero tolerance policy for violence, that staff address the incidents. The athletic center opened earlier this year inside a building that had sat vacant for years with the support of the village.
Now we have something that's available for our community, a swimming
The
pool.
village says it cannot.
Pause. Go back. Let's look at the people at the top of the food chain.
Had sat vacant for years with the support of the village.
Now we have.
Pause. You'll see no white people in that. There ain't no white people there. This is why you can't give these people nothing. And let me just say it, because
who gave them something? Now you talking about this is why you can't give these people nothing. See, this is the problem I have with this nigga, bro. This nigga.
Why can't we do better? Why you guys, the white people doing it too? I ain't never seen a video of the white people doing it, and maybe one or two. Why y'all got to do it though? You got
maybe one or two. You ain't never seen a video. Now it's maybe one or two, but you picked out this isolated incident to cover. This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy.
This is why these black liberals push back against me and said, we didn't.
I'm going to say this, man. Again, obviously, if they're putting children in charge of other children, they're understaffed. They're understaffed. The grown folks was there to get a fucking check. Yes, they neglected the kids. Should have been staff there to cut that shit out. And if it was grown folks recording that shit, they need to be held accountable. But let's cut it out, man. If they putting kids in charge of kids and ain't no grown folks around, that's an understaffing problem. That's an understaffing problem.
Need more resources in parks and clubs and in the community, and we'll see the crime go down. Because he was talking about diverting resources from law enforcement to community outreach and stuff like this. Well, when they build this, they turn into a fight club. So what's the point? If it don't matter if you got a sidewalk, if homeboy
now they calling it a fight club like they was betting on it. Like, was they betting on this shit? Or was it just some kids fucking fighting? Because that's what kids do. Now, chat, everybody's been in a fight or two growing up. If you've never been in a fight in your life, I don't know what kind of life you lived. I'm just going to be honest with you. Everybody's gotten into a scuffle, a shoving match, or some kind of shit.
Gunning people down on the sidewalk. You got an amusement park and a gymnasium, and they doing fight clubs in the gymnasium. You can't. I hate that this is true. You just can't do too much.
He's talking about can't do too much. He's talking about kids, bro. This is what he thinks about black children. The under 13, under 10. This is what he thinks about. Shit is crazy.
Black successful organization, it had got white people all over it. I rarely have seen all black people do something and they on the same page and it's all kosher. It's rare. It happens. I know a restaurant right now. I know a little restaurant chain that I like going to in the Phoenix Valley. The owner of that restaurant is a great dude. He do his business well. But they don't just have black people working in there. They got white people working there too. A little wing spot up the street from where I'm at, owned by a black man. They doing pretty good in there. But they ain't just black. They got black.
Oh my God, Officer Tatum, bro. Like, look, man, I just went to a black-owned spot today, man. Got me a rib plate, some damn mac and cheese, and some yams and shit. They did this couple has been together since high school. They've been married. They got damn 2-3 beautiful kids and shit. They're black owned, man. Family owned. What the hell is he talking about? Like it ain't no damn family owned spots. He's crazy as hell.
Black people, they got Mexican people, they got white people, they got different people in there. You go to some of these places where it's just all black, it's always something. All right, let's let it finish. Roll it.
Have something that's available for our community, a swimming
The
pool.
village says it cannot comment further while the investigation continues.
Because I don't want to fight no more.
Tia Ewing, Fox Chicago.
And Rucker Athletics says the staff never just stood around and watched. They say every fight got handled right away. And again, the camp has a strict zero tolerance policy for violence. They also point out this closure is affecting over 200 kids.
Shut up and quit trying to make excuses. Nobody watch. How they get the video of it? How these kids?
They took the damn phone. Kids have phones, man. Kids recording other kids. They took the damn phone. Oh, such and such recorded. They took the damn phone.
Randomly fighting somewhere, y'all in a summer camp. That means there's no supervision.
Right.
You lying.
I agree with that. No
All right, here you go.
supervision.
They come into the classroom acting a fool. And just mind you, there's more than just black people that go to the school. I'm looking right at a little kid, look like your white kid straight across. But who in there thugging? Roll it. No, it's all black. That's a black girl.
And this is the thing I don't get. It's like they act like white boys don't be fighting at school. Like the Mexicans don't be fighting at school, man. Like, damn, bro. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking about like all of the fights I seen in school. And some of the most crucial fights I seen in school was white boys, fighting white boys, man. I remember this one time, bro, my partner, now this was my partner. He was a white boy. He was my homie though. He called, I think we were sophomores at this time. And he called a senior that was he was left tackle. He called him a pussy. So I'm walking to the damn locker room one day, and all I see is the senior take off on him. I'm talking about took off on him like damn near grabbed him like by the back of his head and just straight to the face. And I'm like, damn. So I go in there because I used to mess with him. Me and Money used to mess with him because he was big. We used to act like he was the big show. Every time he come around, we'd be like, well, it's the big show. So after he whooped my white partner, I'm like, damn, what you whoop him for? He was like, shouldn't have called me a pussy. Shouldn't have called me a pussy. I said, damn.
Time out.
What up, Top Cat? What up, Mega
In an
Dan?
environment like that. Then they wonder why the education level at these schools are so poor. They got the same curriculum as every other school, but they got to deal with people coming in the classroom, bumping their head on the desk. Yeah, that wasn't a good start to that fight, but bumping your head on the desk and fighting people. We got more, man. I got 6 more videos of this. Roll it. Next one.
All right, he just finna play all these kids fighting, man. We ain't got time for it. He gonna give me shadow ban with this shit. All right, let's move on to the Nolan wheels. We're gonna get into the Nolan wheels, and then we're gonna get into that Lego, that $200,000 Lego heist. Chat, I need everyone to double tap the screen, shut a live out. What's up, Dan, on your way in? What's up, Top Cat, on your way in? Let's do a giveaway. Mama Money, OG Yosemite, and Laurie have purchased books tonight. So for every book that's purchased, we're gonna give one away. So Mama Money's probably asleep right now. So OG Yosemite, message me a number between 1 and 100 in Discord. And when I say go, not until I say go, we'll do whoever guesses the number first gets the free copy of the book. But not until I say go. So OG Yosemite, inbox me the number on Discord. And we'll start the giveaway here in a second. Everyone hit the like button. Also, chat, if you have not subscribed to the channel, we're 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal.
It's a contradiction.
Oh, and to win the giveaway, you gotta be subscribed, bro. To win the giveaway, you gotta be subscribed. I might put it in subscriber only mode just so your ass can participate. That's what we finna do. That's what we finna do. We finna put this shit on subscriber only mode. Cause if somebody gonna win, they ass need to be subscribed. Straight up.
They're not saying the same thing. One of them is telling the truth, one of them is not.
Discrepancies, conflicting accounts. This is now part of the Nolan Wells investigation. You're going to hear people ask whether someone is lying, which is very fair given the reporting. It's time to review the questions and the contradictions related to the case of Nolan Wells' death. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. I think it's time to list out all
right, chat, I'm finna put it in subscriber-only mode. We're gonna get ready to do the giveaway. But next, that's my latest book right there. It's OA, Organized Action. I talk about just running how the modern political movement is ran, how it starts. I talk about the grassroots infrastructure, guarding from the movement being usurped, stand on message, recruiting voices that aren't yours yet. I talk about the fights and plights that I've had running the Discord server. I talk about the politically homeless slogan, how soon as you hear politically homeless, you know what it means. But that meaning that you have in your head might mean something different to the next person, but you can grab it and run with it. So I break all of that down in the book. It's got some stories about some people I fell out with in the book. I didn't mention them by name, but it's, just the journey I've been through over the last couple of years and how I see the modern political movement being formed.
all the apparent contradictions, the unanswered questions in the Nolan Wells death investigation, the discrepancies that we're seeing. I just wanted to condense it all so you have it all here to make sense of it. Is someone lying? Is anyone lying? Who would be lying? What's not adding up? Now, we're not going to make accusations that people aren't telling the truth, but what we're going to try to do here is show you the difference of opinion, the different narratives, the contradictions, the apparent contradictions.
Oh, we're doing it direct. Next, we're not doing Amazon this time because it just was a hassle. So we're doing it direct. You can email me, get with me in the Discord, or you can send a super chat or give 5 memberships for the bundle. So the single copy of the book is $12.99 and the bundle is $20. So, however that goes, if you want to give 3 memberships or send a $12, $13 super chat or the $20 super chat, however that goes, or Cash App. You can Cash App me at Plugsation. That's how it's going. Direct. But yeah, chat, OG Yosemite sent me the number, so we're about to do the first giveaway. The first giveaway of the night, we're gonna go, the first person to guess the number between 1 and 100 gets a free copy of the new book. The first person to guess the number between 1 and 100 gets OG Yosemite's gifted copy of the book, man. The first person to get the number 1 through 100.
Now, we're talking, of course, about Nolan Wells, the 18-year-old Southwest Mississippi Community College football player, graduate of Ocean Springs High, who disappeared while boating with friends on Horn Island, right off the coast of Mississippi during the July 4th weekend. Access to that island is limited to boats. It's a wilderness area. There's no commercial development. That's a very specific area. Now, he reportedly didn't return with his group of friends on their boat that day. His family reported him missing the night of July 4th after receiving a phone call at around 11 p.m. from one of his friends. So again, the report came in, late.
Oh, we got the winner. AJ is the winner. AJ got it right with 27. So AJ, I'm gonna need you to reach out to me on email. You can email me at shopplugsation.com, or you can get with me in the Discord. AJ has won the first gifted copy of OA. AJ, be sure to tell OG Yosemite thank you for gifting you that copy. And we'll hang around, chat. We'll do at least 2 more giveaways before the night is over. AJ, the number was 27. AJ was the first to get it. So she receives OG Yosemite's gifted copy of my latest book. Thank y'all for the support.
Late July 4th, early July 5th. His body was found on the island that Monday, July 6th, washed ashore. His family is demanding transparency. They are demanding a full investigation, a thorough investigation into what happened. And as you know, if you've been following our coverage here, you know that they have retained civil rights attorney Ben Crump. So let's get into the discrepancies. Let's get into the contradictions. One of the biggest contradictions right now is What was Nolan doing? What were Nolan's movements that day? So Ben Crump held a press conference that the boys on the boat had claimed that Nolan went to Horn Island and decided to talk to a girl. Even one of the boys' mothers, Ashley Cole, according to WLOX, confirmed that her son said that. Her son was apparently with all them that day, and also confirmed that the boys had taken off.
All right, Chad, I'm going to run this back a little bit because I was doing the giveaway, so I missed something. You said 27 is the most guessed number. Magicians rely on that all the time. I didn't know 27 was the most guessed number. I would never guess 27.
Because of boat trouble, which we're going to talk about right off the coast of Mississippi during the July 4th weekend. Access to that island is limited to boats. It's a wilderness area. There's no commercial development. That's a very specific area.
Yeah, next, I'm going to have a Stripe link. I got to get my Stripe link set up, but you can Cash App me straight through. The Cash App is Plugsation. You can Cash App me straight through, or you can, YouTube's going to get their money, but it is what it is. I'm working on getting the Stripe link. We should have that before the weekend.
Now, he reportedly didn't return with his group of friends on their boat that day. His family reported him missing the night of July 4th after receiving a phone call at around 11 p.m. from one of his friends. So again, the report came in, late July 4th, early July 5th. His body was found on the island that Monday, July 6th, washed ashore. His family is demanding transparency. They are demanding a full investigation, a thorough investigation into what happened. And as you know, if you've been following our coverage here, you know that they have retained civil rights attorney Ben Crump. So let's get into the discrepancies. Let's get into the contradictions. One of the biggest contradictions right now is
hit the like button, chat.
What were Nolan's movements that day? So Ben Crump held a press conference that the boys on the boat had claimed that Nolan went to Horn Island and decided to talk to a girl. Even one of the boys' mothers, Ashley Cole,
Lala.
according to WLOX, confirmed that her son said that. Her son was apparently with all them that day. And also confirmed that the boys...
Chat, I need everyone to hit the like button for me. Please hit the like button. Double tap that screen. Shut the live out, man. Hit the like button for me.
...had taken off because of boat trouble, which we're going to talk about, and that seems to be true. I'm going to explain that in a minute. But the Jackson County Sheriff's Office said that it believes Nolan stayed on the island. ABC News is reporting that one of Nolan's purported friends, Trayston Shepard, claims Nolan wanted to stay back to talk to a girl and that he would come back on another friend's boat. Shepard saying they met that day, and it's kind of one of those things. He did come off that day, that he really did like her, but that was the only time they ever hung out. Now, what is in dispute is whether Nolan actually did that. So that's one perspective, right? That's one narrative. But according to Ben Crump, this girl allegedly...
Chat, subscribe to the channel, man. We need 2 subscribers to hit 49,440. We need 2 subscribers to hit 49,440. Be sure to subscribe to the channel on your way in.
Said that Nolan told her he was going back to the boat, as Crump said in the presser.
They're not saying the same thing. One of them is telling the truth, one of them is not. We have to get to the bottom of that.
According to People, Nolan's mother, Christine Wonsley, spoke to this young lady as well. Christine said in an interview with the Griot, she did reach out to me initially just...
Now that we know the boat GPS was wacky, why nobody said they used the boat to go look for him? I thought they said that they didn't think nothing about it. Didn't they go to school the next day and shit? What happened? Hold on. What was going on?
Saying basically like it was a hey and bye type situation. That interview, by the way, was published July.
It couldn't have been school because it's summertime. I'm tripping. But yeah, didn't they carry on and not go search the next day, I mean?
14th. ABC News claims that they tried to contact this young woman, that authorities have announced they've been in.
That's what it was. He was supposed to start school the next week. He was supposed to start football training for school that following Monday.
Interviewing anyone Wells came into contact with that day, so presumably they spoke to her, right? Look, we don't know her identity. We haven't heard from her publicly, but you're seeing this apparent contradiction about what Nolan maybe did. And by the way, we haven't really heard from anyone else on the boat or on the island that day.
So, AJ, they're saying that pool party picture was from the week before. They're saying the pool party picture was from actually the 27th. That's what they're trying to say. That pool picture, that party, the picture that was in the collage, of Nolan potentially being at their pool party, they're trying to say that was from the 27th.
Day publicly, which adds to the confusion. Everyone is tight-lipped. All right, real quick, not to take away from this, but we have this really, really cool sponsor that supports what we do. And I got to say, like, nothing ruins a great outfit.
See, Chad, that's why I'm doing my own damn sponsorships too. I need 20 testers for my app. My app is ready to launch. We're going to launch it over the weekend. Phase 1, it's a 4-phase. I got the white papers already together. We're going to roll it out in 4 phases. But I need 20 testers to test layer 1 and make sure that it is solid before we add layer 2. So, yeah, I'm going to start running my own damn promos and shit, man. We ain't waiting on no sponsors, man.
Faster than a broken, worn-out belt, but Anson Belt and Buckle, they are here to save the day. Anson is a family-run company that is QR code to build a box set audio dispatch. So NBC News has obtained audio of what seems to be Nolan's friends calling for help when their boat was in trouble. Listen to this.
We're sinking. Can you all please come? And is everybody on board in good health otherwise? Yeah, everybody's on board.
Yeah, so based on that brief report and accounts from NBC News and the New York Post, it appears that boat likely had 7 people on board. The boat was having trouble at around 4 p.m. The boat operator reportedly said, hey, we're at the west tip of Horn and our bilge pump stopped working. I want
to know what the boat looked like. Like, what kind of boat was it?
This boat unsank and towed back. So the boat was reportedly towed for 3 miles, picked up speed less than an hour later. But look, that still raises a question, right? It raises a question about Nolan's whereabouts. It also creates a discrepancy in the timeline. Everybody on board? Was Nolan on board? Probably not based on the timeline, though maybe saying everybody on board is just saying, yeah, everybody's on board. I'm not saying, Nolan was there or Nolan wasn't there. If he wasn't there, I'm just saying everybody who was there was on board. Now, CBS News also obtained GPS data from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources that tracked the boat's movements. This is big too, because this is information they say they obtained via records request. And according to the reporting, the vessel apparently left the dock at approximately 9:56 that morning, arrived at Horn Island at 11:14. According to GPS data, the boat left Horn Island at 4:31 that afternoon, returned to its original departure dock. It then traveled into Fort Bayou at around 5:52 before returning to the dock at 6:06. Later that evening, the boat went to the Fort Bayou boat launch at 7:19, traveled overland, which would suggest it was towed by a vehicle to the owner's residence. So to put that into perspective and why it matters, Ben Crump claims Nolan was last seen on the island at 3 p.m. Again, according to Ashley Cole, the mother, her son, right? She's a local judge, by the way. She says her son...
And it is an election year. So this is very important to why they hired an attorney as well. It's an election year. This is the judge's boat, I'm assuming. It's something to do with her and the boat. It's an election year. They're not doing any elections for the municipality. They're not doing any elections for the sheriffs. They're only doing Senate, state races like that, Senate, House, and judicial. So all of the judicial seats are up for re-election. Well, not all of them, but it's an election year for the judges down there in Mississippi, specifically Ocean Springs. It's crazy. Crazy.
Claims he last saw Nolan at around 3 p.m. on the island, and her son left at 4:30 p.m. Now, we haven't seen necessarily a discrepancy in terms of when Nolan was last seen, but this is something to keep in mind, right? This is one of those outstanding questions. And the DMR report that was obtained by CBS News indicated that the boat's owner, his mother, and another person who was with Nolan, they are cooperating with the investigation. We will see if the timeline shifts, but this is one of the questions, again, about Nolan's movements. Now, the biggest discrepancy here is Nolan's family says this is not like Nolan. It is unlike him to stay behind and leave his group of friends. His father, Elmore Wonsley, said to GMA, Good Morning America, we always taught him that if you go with a group, you stay with a group. If you go with 5, you come back with 5. Do not separate from the group because I always said safety is in numbers. So he knew to stay with this group. So why would he split from the group? I don't know. When they said that, it turned me off, but it raised a question. I know he wouldn't do that. I preach that to him every day. You're lying to me. Now, there's also been quite a big back and forth about whether he ever made it back to the boat, back to the mainland, because it centers around this photo of a party. a photo that seemingly, arguably, shows Nolan at this pool party early in the morning of July 5th. So in other words, if you believe that, the idea would be he left the boat, made it to the mainland, went to this.
So why were they trying to say that that party was from the 27th? So Law and Crime's making it seem like shit. That might have been from that night of July 5th. We need the metadata. They need to go subpoena their phone with the picture of that damn pool party and get the metadata. That's what they need to do.
Party died somehow, brought back to Horn Island afterwards, and then found dead and washed ashore. I mean, that would be presumably what happened, right? The problem is, look, Ben Crump even apparently shared this photo, again, of what people believe to be Nolan at this party. And according to the New York Post, Crump posted this photo to social media. And this was a post that was circulated by Crump. This was from an account called Chanel Tarot TV. The streets are talking. Now listen, I don't know if these are facts or rumors because no official statements have been confirmed. We sometimes have to follow all clues until the truth is found. Here's what was discovered on social media last night. Social media allegations claim a photo exists of Nolan at a land-based pool party in Jackson County before 1 a.m. on July 5th. But the discrepancy, the contradiction, Shepard, right, who I mentioned before, Nolan's purported friend, said that that photo wasn't from July 5th. It wasn't from that weekend. It was actually from a party on June 27th in Pass Christian, Mississippi. Rolling Stone reported that that photo was taken at 11:58 p.m. that night in June, with the outlet confirming that another person provided them with metadata for that photo and other photos from that night. So Ben Crump was asked about this, right? Ben Crump was asked about that development at a press conference this week, kind of went on the defensive. He said, I didn't share the photo. I just reposted it.
We're reposting everything. Let's make it clear. We're reposting everything because we're trying to get people to come in and call. And so we've said from the beginning, we're in a ferocious search for the truth. And so things out there, we are trying to post, ask people, do you know something about this? Let us know. Just because we repost does not mean that we authenticate anything.
There's been a lot of discrepancies and contradictions and different narratives about whether a fight or altercation took place too. So Ben Crump mentioned that there is a video circulating on social media on or near Horn Island in which he seemed to claim that Nolan might be heard, that he might be heard saying, quote, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" During a press conference, when he was asked, look, how do you know that that's Nolan's voice? Crump reportedly said that multiple people identified it as Nolan's. But according to ABC News, Nolan's friend, Mr. Shepard, claims that there was no altercation, that Nolan wasn't involved. Shepard even says Nolan isn't in the video. He said, quote, "That's me yelling." There was no talk about a phone in that video. Nolan wasn't on the island. Shepard says that this was a fight with a stranger. Shepard told Rolling Stone, those were not Nolan's words, they were mine. I get that everybody wants justice for Nolan. Everybody wants to know exactly what happened. Now, Crump was asked about that this week at another presser, and he said, that's what a witness told us, and that's what we put out. And then another witness has come forward and said, no, that was his voice. We have other witnesses who said there were other altercations. We're trying to go through it all. We have audio people doing it, but we know certain people said it was him, and there are certain people who say it was not him. By the way, there is also no clear consensus on Nolan's phone either. Ben Crump said at a press conference last week, quote, what teenager would leave their phone behind if they're going to stay on this island? What teenager wouldn't take their phone? It's not adding up at all. And he reportedly also highlighted that the family seemingly believes data, messages on that phone, on Nolan's phone, may have been deleted. And we believe that the family actually recovered his phone from Nolan's friends using the Life 360 app. But Nolan's friend, again, Mr. Shepard, told ABC it's not unusual for people to leave their phones in boats. Shepard's uncle, who was apparently driving one of the boats that day, confirmed that. Shepard said, quote, all our friends are out there. Who are we communicating with? And we're in saltwater. We're not in fresh.
Oh, shit. Lala just came through and gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Lala, for the 5 gifted memberships. Lala, been here since before I had the damn channel almost, man. I think Lala came in, the channel might have been a couple months old. Thank you, Lala, for always being there and supporting. I know you got them plain lays ready. You're probably at work. But we're gonna do another giveaway on behalf of Lala as well. So Lala, thank you for the purchase of the bundle. Be sure to send me a number in the Discord, Lala, and we'll run your giveaway right now. We'll give away Lala's copy of the book. Lala, send me a number in Discord. Thank you again.
Freshwater. When Nolan got in the water, he put his phone on the boat dash.
What's up,
along with
Dorsey?
probably 15 other phones. And this is another update, by the way, as we try to get to the truth about the phone. We have learned from Ben Crump that Nolan's phone will undergo a mutual inspection by both state investigators and the family's own experts. So that could be a game changer. That could be very interesting. It's different to see that, right? A mutual inspection. I spoke to attorney Tyler Bailey about this. Take a look.
It's highly unusual that a victim's family, along with their attorney, would be allowed to participate with law enforcement in the inspection of a cell phone.
See, this is the thing. Yeah, you always leave your phone and stuff on the boat if you're gonna get in the water. Now, they're getting on an island though. So I haven't ever been to an island. Now I done been to like a sandbar, shit like that. So I don't know what's the island etiquette. But I do know that when we float the river, motherfucker got their phones in the river. When we float the river, we was putting phones in Ziploc bags. We was getting waterproof cases and shit. But when it comes to an island or the ocean, I don't really fuck around in the ocean. You know, I'm from a landlocked state. We got all kind of rivers and lakes and shit.
Data that's really the crux, one of the crucial pieces of evidence with this case. I don't think that would have happened without a lot of the chatter going on around the country about how this investigation has transpired, and it shows there's some distrust between the family and law enforcement here. So there should be some forensic experts.
So Next wants me to play this clip. It's about some free pizza, man. I don't know the company, and I really just don't want to, I don't know if they got some shit going on Next. Like, I trust you, Next. I fuck with you, but some shit like that, nah, I don't know, but I fuck with you. Y'all holla at Next. Next got the link for the free pizzas and shit through some company. But I just don't know Next. I got to do my research, a little bit.
First, regarding data extraction.
Hey, Brandon, when you gonna get off my nuts, brother? You been coming around here for damn near a year, pulling on my nuts like twice a week, brother, man. I'm gonna need you to leave me alone. I'm gonna need you to leave me alone or just fucking buy a membership or something, bro. Like, damn.
Present with the state, and also there will likely be an independent one that Mr. Crump's office has present with the DA at the same time. So that way, everybody can see it at the same time, whether all data is being extracted, make sure nothing's being left behind, because the big issue here is that the early announcement of no foul play, the evidence of the cell phone that the family received, I believe a couple of days after Nolan went missing, or the night of, I can't recall the exact time, and then the missing of text messages and Snapchat data. And by allowing joint experts or joint data extraction at the same time, it's going to help the family feel comfortable knowing that all.
Yes, they need to do the data extraction on Nolan's phone. They also need to go do the get the metadata off of that picture from the night of the pool party. And they might as well get the metadata on everybody that was fucking around the case, all the suspects, man. Ask them for it. Now, if they give up the metadata, they give it up. But if they don't give up the metadata, I don't know. Maybe you get a subpoena for it.
All data is being looked at as not being piecemeal, because oftentimes I've seen cases where there's been a cell phone data that's been extracted and the state says, oh, well, that's other information deleted. We can't get it.
What's
But
up,
that's
Mike?
not normal when a forensic expert can see what's been deleted, what's been altered in the data.
Now, I would say, obviously, the biggest.
So Next say he got a $10 credit. Now, Next, like I said, man, I really ain't got no sponsored ads and shit over here, so I really can't do that right now. Especially because my credibility will kind of be on the line about some shit that I haven't verified. But what I will do is say, Y'all get with Next, especially in the Discord. He say he got some $10 pizza credits from some company. Y'all holler at Next in the Discord. He gonna be the plug, man. Next say he got the pizza plug.
Discrepancy. The biggest question we have right now, the biggest mystery, how did Nolan...
You said XX is sending a number. What the hell? What you mean, XX? Oh, XX won the number. Oh, XX is sending a number in the Discord. Okay, I got the number. XX sent me the number. What's up, Jose? So the next person that guesses the number 1 through 100 gets a free copy of my latest book that released on today. And anyone who purchases a copy will give away a copy on your behalf. So Lala purchased this copy. I have the number for the giveaway 1 through 100. The first person that gets it gets a free copy of the book.
Die. What was the cause of death? Look, at this time, the results of the state's official autopsy, meaning the one from the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Lab, have not been released. Seemingly, there are pending toxicology findings that they need to get a hold of. We also do not have the results of the independent autopsy that has been ordered by Nolan's family through Ben Crump, where Nolan's body was apparently taken to Washington, D.C. Ben Crump said the delay was due to canceled flights. Now, in an episode where we're talking about contradictions, if these two autopsies do not match up, if the results are inconsistent, that's going to be an issue. Ben Crump told Don Lemon that the independent autopsy will find out, quote, if he had any physical injuries to his body beyond drowning. Here's how retired detective Matt Irvine thinks about it.
It's not unusual to have more than one autopsy.
All right, chat. Nobody's close. So the next giveaway that I'm going to do for Mama Money after this, she doesn't like doing the numbers. Mama Money likes trivia and shit. So we'll do trivia for Mama Money. But nobody's got it. Nobody's even close. So what we'll do is we'll say, we'll narrow it down between 1 and 90. The number is between 1 and 90. The first person that gets it wins a free copy of my new book on behalf of Lala.
Autopsy in a case, and it's not unusual for medical professionals to disagree, any more than it'd be unusual for scientists or other eminent professionals to disagree about how to interpret facts in a case. The autopsy itself, at least the preliminary autopsy, both the official one and the private one commissioned by the family, should be complete or close to complete now or very soon. But there's additional steps like looking at toxicology, for example, that may take, again, additional weeks. So that's going to take a while. I think that probably additional potential witnesses may be identified besides the group of friends that went to the island with Mr. Wells. Those interviews may take additional days and weeks. They're probably going to be
All right, chat. Somebody got really, really close. So we'll do this. The number is between 1 and 80. Somebody got really close a second ago. The number is between 1 and 80. Whoever gets the number between 1 and 80 gets a free copy of my new book that I released today on behalf of Lala, 1 through 80.
Re-interviews as they gain information from one person that requires them to go back and clarify or confirm information with somebody they've already talked to. So I think we're probably talking about...
Oh, there it goes. Mega Mo got it right with 57. Mega Mo got it right with 57. XX confirmed that the number was 57. Meg won. Yep, Meg won. So Meg, you need to send me an email at shopplugssation@gmail.com. Send me an email at shopplugssation@gmail.com and be sure to tell Lala thank you for gifting you that copy of OA on behalf of the channel. Thank you again, Lala. Be sure to tell Lala thank you. Also, chat, the next giveaway, we'll do it in about 15 minutes. And we'll do a trivia question. Instead of the numbers, we'll do a trivia question.
about a matter of weeks, both for the Jackson County Sheriff's investigation and hopefully for the independent investigation sought by the family and by Mr. Crump. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too much longer than that. The tough thing about a case like this is sometimes even after all the information is in, you don't have a clear
What
answer.
it do, Cakes?
For example, if the determination is that he drowned, well, that's a cause of death. It's not a manner of death, right? You could drown accidentally. You could drown by suicide. You could drown by homicide. So we might, at the end of the day, have all the facts in and still not have an answer that satisfies the grieving family or other people that are concerned about what happened.
Because
until they pull that damn metadata, they need to ask everybody to turn in their phone and get the metadata. And if they don't want to turn them in, they can subpoena. Now, if they give them up, they just give them up. I mean, they can say no, but then they try to get a subpoena. It's that simple.
Forensic evidence wouldn't be so.
Especially with the kid who posted the picture. That's an easy subpoena. The kid who posted the picture of the supposed pool party, that's an easy subpoena. Whoever had his phone upon him disappearing, that might not be as easy a subpoena, but shit, they can try something. Whoever took his phone when he said, "Give me my phone back" and all of that shit, that should be easy.
So clear to suggest how someone drowned, right? I mean, how could you show unless there was some sort of...
Oh shit, we got to do Laurie's giveaway. Okay, Laurie, we'll do yours before Mama Money. So Laurie, send me the trivia question that you want to do, Laurie. Send me the trivia question that you want to do. Don't make it no crazy wild shit though. Yeah, you can make it what you want. Hell, it's your giveaway. Fuck it. Laurie, send me the trivia question in the Discord in a message. Do you know how to send a message on Discord? You got to send me a message. You can't send it in the chat where everybody going to see it. You got to send a message. You send me the trivia question and we'll run it.
Sort of blunt force trauma or some sort of evidence of, he was held down or pushed in the water or something like that. It'd be really hard to know.
Exactly. And even if there are some injuries to his body, depending on the injuries, they could be something caused by another person or caused by a body being in a rough currents.
There's not even an official conclusion or consensus on when or where Nolan died. Did he die on land? Did he die in the water? Did he die in a boat? His body was found on July 6th in the water by the island. And there are questions that remain about why he wasn't found earlier. Ben Crump said in an earlier press conference, quote, he went missing on July 4th, and they say his body should have been there on July 5th. Why?
So what days was the boat moving around? What times was the boat moving around?
Why would it not appear until July 6th? That's one of those things that's just not adding up. Now, I asked Brian Trasher from the United Cajun Navy about this. He was part of the search efforts for Nolan. He was there when Nolan's body was found. He was up in the air.
Subscribe to the channel, chat.
This was early on because Nolan's body wasn't even officially ID'd yet, but take a look at what he said in this earlier interview. Just to clarify something, why wasn't the body spotted earlier?
I think that I can tell you that I've started flying over the island, that part of the island where the body washed up, approximately 6:30 a.m. And I believe he was spotted by a park ranger at 8:45. My belief is that he just washed up within that time period because we were flying kind of a long grid north and south. And I think he just washed up and park ranger just doing his normal runs in the morning, but also too, given the situation, I'm sure they were a little more hyper aware and probably a little more head on a swivel on the island, knowing what happened and what was going on. But yeah, I was told that it was about 8:45 when the ranger spotted, called it in, because I did see a long line of emergency boats coming in to heading southwest toward the northwest tip of the island. My opinion is that when he went into the water, however he got into the water, he didn't go that far out before he drowned because it only took like a couple of days for him to drift right back south to the tip of the island, same tip of the island where he was last seen. Had he gone a lot further out, he probably would have gotten sucked into the channel and pushed way further south toward the Chandelier Islands.
And I mean, another source of discrepancy, or perhaps why the family is working with an independent team and investigators conducting an independent investigation, is that authorities with the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and other agencies have initially said they don't suspect foul play. There's a question, is it too early to say that? Why did they say that? Look, the sheriff seemed to indicate that Wells' body did not have...
It was way too early to say that, chat. And like I told y'all, I was there when my cousin drowned. And so shit, they didn't even rule out foul play that early shit and on some local shit, man. And we had the search and rescue team out there before we even left. Like, they had to tell us to leave. And they still didn't rule out foul play that early. That was kind of crazy to me.
Homicidal trauma, that it seems like drowning. But he also said that even without the autopsy coming out. And the coroner indicated that he's not going to speculate yet. By the way, this is according to People magazine and ABC 7 reporting. Interestingly, WLBT3 reported that Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves has joined the conversation, commenting on this case for the first time, saying, "What I will simply say is I don't know all of the details. I don't know all of the facts surrounding the case. I have yet to see a fact or a piece of evidence that suggests any foul play. But if there is, I feel confident that the sheriff's office, the district attorney's office, the members at the Department of Public Safety that deal with these crimes, if there had been one, they will find it and they will do what is necessary." But look, talk about discrepancies. The family has concerns that something else might be going on here, raising questions about when he was found, why he went off on his own, no phone, but also how could no one see him? If it's a packed island, if he was drowning, no one.
My bad, I know I didn't have no audio. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. Double tap the screen on your way in. We're 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal.
One saw him, no one came to help. And also they highlight he was athletic. He was in, quote, tip-top shape, that he knew how to swim. And you also have multiple things happening here. So not only the family seeking answers and the investigation moving forward, but this is concerning too. TMZ reports that the FBI office in Jackson announced that it is reviewing threats related to the Nolan Wells investigation. They don't specify what kind of threats, who was getting them, who they were directed at, but the FBI indicated, quote, these efforts are in parallel with Jackson County's independent investigation. According to WLOX, Sheriff John Ledbetter of Jackson County, indicated that the FBI is helping examine digital evidence in this case too. And just to add to this.
All right, chat, I got the trivia question for Lori's giveaway. I got the trivia question for Lori's book giveaway. Lori says, what do you say to a person that says, see you later, alligator? If someone says, see you later, alligator, how do you respond to that? The first person that gets the answer right gets a new copy of my book. Well, gets a copy of my new book, man. What do you respond to someone who says, see you later, alligator?
Potential discrepancy over whether foul play is involved or not, and who could allegedly be involved or not. According to ABC News.
All right, so it's up to Lori. Lori gets to pick the winner. Lucky says in a wild crocodile, and Mr. RR says after wild crocodile. Now, Lori answered in a wild crocodile. So Lucky got it first and he got it right. Lucky, send me an email at shotplugsation@gmail.com. I'm going to put it in the comments. Mods, put it in the comments. shotplugsation@gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll get you a copy sent over. Now, I'm from the country, so we say after wild crocodile. I didn't know about that in a wild crocodile shit, but that's the way Lori sent it to me. That's the way Lucky said it. Lucky's the winner, man. Thank you, Lori, for gifting out a copy of the book. Lucky, be sure to tell Lori thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting the book.
Mr. Shepard said that investigators have spoken to him and his friends, and he emphasized that they have a diverse friend group. He indicated that he and his friend group.
All right, you said you out the country. It's a digital copy. It's a PDF that I'm going to send you anyway. But you want to re-gift it? All right, so if you want to re-gift it, pick someone in the chat to re-gift it, man. Pick someone in the chat to re-gift it to.
Have been receiving death threats since Nolan was found, that he wanted to speak out to clear up any misinformation, stating that neither he nor his friend group had anything.
All right, so Lucky said it goes to the second person. So is MRR still in here? MRR, are you still in here? Mr. RRC, I mean. Mr. RRC, if you're still in here, Lucky said the copy goes to you. Are you still in here, Mr.?
Thing to do with Nolan's death that he.
Okay, Mr. is still in here. Mr., send me an email at shopplugsstation@gmail.com and I'll give you a copy. I'll get you a copy sent over. Be sure to tell you, Laurie, thank you for that copy being gifted, and tell Lucky, thank you for passing it on, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel.
Rejects the idea of race being a part of this, considering the idea that
Y'all said he got it wrong. No, he got it wrong. He didn't get it wrong because Laurie said it's the way Laurie wrote it, man. See, that's how Laurie wrote it, man. What do you say to a person that you see later? Answer, in a wild crocodile. So Laurie put in a wild. Laurie put in a wild.
Nolan Wells is black, appears that he was around all white people. And quote, they're trying to spin a narrative that's not there. He's wrong. I understand Nolan's parents are grieving, and I really think he's taken a little bit of advantage of that, and I don't like that. I really don't, because they're vulnerable. And Shepard asks for everybody just to relax and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan, and let us remember him as the sweet guy he was and not something we're scared of because of the trauma we've had. If Ben Crump is doing his own investigation, let him do it. And then let the sheriff's office conclude their investigation and figure out the facts on their end. Let us all just know the truth instead of jumping to two conclusions about things.
I know you didn't say it like Laurie did. You said it like I said it. That's why the hell you was the second runner-up. Well, I was going to let Laurie pick because you and Lucky were first. And it's so similar that either one could have worked. So that's why I said Laurie would pick. But then Lucky was first and he said it the exact way Laurie said it. So that's why I was like, okay, Lucky got it. But Lucky said pass it to the next winner, and that was you.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind us.
In the wild, crocodile gun, I've never heard in the wild. Wild, like wild thornberry? I've never heard that. I've never heard that one. In the wild is crazy.
We all cared and loved Nolan, and nobody wanted to see Nolan.
I'm going to tell y'all some Arkansas shit, some real country shit, man. On the bold. So people say on the bold, like on the bogus. People say on the bold, like bold print. Like, I don't know, bro. I still don't know. I know what that shit means, but I still don't know how to say it the right way. I just be saying it however. I on the bow, on the bow, on the bold. I know you tripping. I know that shit mean you tripping.
Die. Nobody wanted to see his life be taken so short. I just know I lost my best friend. Wells was just somebody that you automatically just felt so comfortable to talk to. Nobody would.
Or you could be on the boat just going across town on some bullshit. Like somebody tell you to pull up at their crib and you pull up over there and they not even there. They done forgot they told you to come over and they went out of town. They had you on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So it can be used a lot of different ways, but that's the slang of the day. Y'all take that with you on the boat. Motherfucker had you on the boat. Bullshit.
Would ever hurt Nolan in our friend group. We would die for him. We would do everything in our power for that guy. If he needed anything, we would do it. Nolan brought us all together. And look, we now know one of the potential next steps, that this case could potentially be presented to a grand jury. Ben Crump announced that during a press conference, that the family had met with Jackson County District Attorney Angel Myers McGrath. And the key takeaway from that meeting was that the DA said, according to him, that they would turn the case over to a grand jury for potential filing of charges or indictment once the sheriff's office finishes its investigation. To be clear, though, that's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that it'll be presented to a grand jury. It's not a guarantee that a grand jury would return an indictment. And by the way, we're not even saying that would be a homicide charge. Someone could potentially be charged with a crime that's unrelated specifically to Nolan's death. Tampering with evidence, lying to police. I'm not saying that that happened, but I'm just giving you something to consider as we talk about the possibility of a grand jury. Going back to Sheriff John Ledbetter, he told ABC, I think it's important we don't put ourselves on a timetable, that we don't rush ourselves, but I do think it's important to be diligent in gathering all the facts. That's what the family deserves. He's right. That is what the family deserves. But look, we don't know what happened to Nolan.
All right, chat, we're going to move on to the next clip. We still need,
There, according to the Marine...
We still need, 25 more subscribers. I don't know what's up with the subscriber count. Y'all chirping tonight, a little drunk, man. It's Friday, man. Maybe y'all just still outside and I don't know. We got to get that shit together, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Yeah, and we finna get into this second clip, man. And then we'll get into Sneeko going to Mecca and that Lego, $200,000 Lego.
Yeah, our CBS News partners revealing some new GPS data from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, tracking the movements of the boat Nolan Wells was on before he disappeared July 4th.
For 2 weeks, a name has carried more weight than almost...
Oh, hell no. We're at 68 likes, bro. Hell, ain't no damn way, bro. It ain't no damn way, bro. How long we been on here, bro? It ain't no way, bro. 80 minutes, bro. I will get off of this shit, bro. I will get off of this shit and go back to building the app. That shit is crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Mad disrespectful. Y'all mad disrespectful, bro.
Anything else in the Nolan case, precisely because so little was known about the person attached to it. A name without a full story. 2 people were with Nolan Wells in his final confirmed minutes on Horn Island. Nolan's friends, and a young woman they only ever referred to by her first name. For nearly 2 weeks, one of those 2 accounts stayed almost entirely out of public view, while the other was repeated so many times it started to sound like established fact. Tonight, that changes, because what Katie says happened does not match what his friends have told investigators, and a family that has already lost their son now has to sit with the possibility that somebody, somewhere in this story, isn't telling them the truth. Think about what that means for 2 parents who have spent every day since July the 4th trying to understand how their son's holiday trip ended the way it did. It isn't enough for them to know what happened.
What's
they
up,
need
Derek?
to know
What's
who
up,
they
Karen?
can trust to tell them. There's more waiting for you to know.
Now you gonna say can't like race hustling. Listen, ain't nobody damn race hustling. I ain't mentioned race since we been on talking about this Noah Wells on live tonight. That's the thing with y'all, man. That's crazy. You don't gotta like the video. Shit, it is what it is. Thank you, Karen, for the $5. Karen gifted $5. Karen, I sent you a if you signed up for the pre-order of the book, I sent you chapter 1 in your email. Also tonight, if you super chat enough for the book or you super chat enough for the bundle, or if you purchase it directly, you know, we're giving away 1 copy. We're gonna run this for like a week. Every book that's purchased, we're gonna give away a copy on live. So everyone that purchases a book, they get the gift the copy on live.
Night. Tracked GPS coordinates showing exactly where a boat went, hour by hour, on the day Nolan disappeared.
But yeah, check your email, Karen, and I'm gonna send that over to you.
Record that doesn't care about anyone's feelings or loyalties, only about what actually occurred. A grand jury, now officially in motion, carrying this case somewhere it has never been before. And a set of small, strange details his own parents still can't make sense of. Details that have nothing to do with online rumors or viral posts, and everything to do with what actually happened on a barrier island off the coast of Mississippi. Before we start, a quick note. This case centers on the death of a young man, so if that's a heavy topic for you tonight, please take care of yourself as we go. And if you want to follow this case as it develops,
take care of
hit subscribe
yourself
now, and let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from tonight, because a family somewhere is hoping the right person sees this and remembers something they haven't shared yet. Let's start with the name that took 2 weeks to surface, and the fear that came attached to it. Nolan had a conversation with a young woman on the beach. His friends would later refer to her only as Katie. That's where the confirmed information stopped.
Is that the
for a
girl
long
right
time.
there, or is that a
Katie's
stock photo? Is that the actual girl, or is that a stock photo? Woman he was allegedly last spotted with, Katie McCormick. Oh, that's her for real. They were having a good time before she went missing. That's her.
His identity wasn't in the first wave of coverage. It wasn't in the early statements from the family's legal team, while speculation online chased down pool parties and out-of-context video clips. The one person who may have spoken with Nolan last sat almost completely unidentified, unaware, most likely, that her name would eventually matter this much to strangers she had never met. Part of the reason traces back to the very first night he went missing, a night that for his mother must have felt like it stretched on without end. According to someone who was on the phone with Christine Wansley as she tried to figure out where her son was, Katie's name entered the conversation almost by accident, mentioned as someone Nolan had wanted to stay behind with. And then came a detail that made an already terrifying night considerably worse. Word that Katie herself might be missing too, with nobody on that call able to say who she actually was, or where to even begin looking for her. Picture that moment for a second. A mother already searching for one missing child, suddenly told there might be two. No name to attach to the second worry. No number to call. Just more fear, stacked on top of fear that already had nowhere left to go. That particular fear turned out to be unfounded. Katie was never missing. She had left the island safely that day on a different boat and had been reachable the entire time. Confirmation of that came not from police and not from Nolan's friends, but from her own mother, Gracie McCormick, who posted publicly to correct the record once speculation about her daughter started spreading online in ways she never expected. According to McCormick, her daughter was on Horn Island
like
that
button,
day,
chat.
spent time with Nolan, and the two parted ways sometime that afternoon.
Hey, chat, everyone, please hit the like button on your way in. That's how you support the channel for free. We're 19 likes away from the next like goal.
She says her daughter has no knowledge of anything that happened to him afterward. She said goodbye to him. She got on a different boat. She went home to a mother who had no idea, at the time, that her daughter's name would soon sit at the center of one of the most talked-about cases in the country. If that were the whole story, it would end there, quietly, the way most small footnotes in a larger tragedy tend to end. It doesn't. Because attorney Ben Crump, representing the Wells family, says Katie's account of that final conversation is specific and hasn't wavered, and it conflicts directly with what Nolan's friends have said. According to Katie, Nolan told her he was planning to rejoin his friends and get back on their boat before they left the island. According to the friends themselves, Nolan told them the opposite, that he intended to stay behind on the island with Katie, entirely by his own choice, in his own words. Both statements cannot be accurate. One of these two accounts is wrong. And somewhere behind that single word, wrong, sits a family who has to live with not knowing which one it is. If Katie's version holds up, then something happened in the space between Nolan stating his intention to leave and the boat actually pulling away without him. Something interrupted whatever plan he had. Nobody has explained what. If the friend's version holds up, then Nolan made a deliberate, conscious choice to remain alone.
I'm just going to be honest. What if they just didn't want him on the fucking boat? Like, let's just be honest, Chad. If you out there and your ride left you, I'm just going to be honest, Chad. Like, I'm not just a friendly guy, bro. Like, shit. I wouldn't want to leave nobody out there. Like, I make sure, like, hey, look, but everybody's not like that. Somebody, they might have said, hey, look, man, yeah, it's going to have to ask somebody else. Yes, it's going to have to ask somebody else. It's crazy.
On a remote barrier island as his only ride home departed without him, which raises an entirely different question about what happened to him.
Nah, I'm not talking about the friends. I'm saying if he actually stayed behind. I don't even believe truly that he stayed behind. I'm not convinced. I'm going to say this. I'm not convinced that he told anyone, hey, I'm just going to stay behind. I'm not convinced of that yet. But if he did say, hey, I'm gonna stay behind. That means the people he fuck with is probably gone. So he's talking to this girl, probably thinking he just gonna catch a ride back with her. What if the motherfucker driving the boat was like, hey man, his ass can't get on here?
In the hours that followed, alone, without the group he had spent the whole day with. This isn't a theory pulled from a comment section, or a claim built on speculation. It's a direct contradiction between two people who were both there, describing Nolan's last documented words in two.
Listen, Chad, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Black, white, Latino, African, Colombian, it really don't. I'm just not that friendly of a person in actual life. Now, if we was out there on the island and shit, and I know this guy doesn't have a ride, yeah, I'm not just gonna turn him around. But I can guarantee you there are some people that wouldn't give a fuck. They wouldn't give a fuck. Like, hey, man, I'm sorry. Listen, Chad, I've been at fucking parties before and drunk motherfuckers that I didn't know was like, hey, man, can I get in with y'all? And I'm like, hell no. Fuck no, what's wrong with you? You think you finna get in here in this car? I don't know what you got on you. I don't know who you are. You can't sit behind me. And no, hell no. No.
Ways that simply cannot be reconciled with each other. And right now, as of this recording, nobody, not the family, not the investigators, not anyone with the authority to say for certain, has resolved it. Nolan's parents are left holding two versions of their son's final choice, unable to know which one is real. There's a particular kind of pain in that specific uncertainty, one that's different from grief itself.
Yeah, if we friends, I can get a ride. See, Chad, this is the thing. I got some people I went to school with. They dope fiends now and everything. I wouldn't get their ass a ride until I made sure they didn't have nothing on them. I don't give a fuck who you is. Now, if you my friend, you're my friend. We came together, we leave together. No Diddy, no Epstein. But somebody I don't know, I gotta make sure you ain't got nothing on me in here, man. I know people who get in cars with guns, don't tell nobody. People who get in cars with drugs, don't tell nobody. People who get in cars with warrants, don't tell nobody. I'm just not with it, bro. I'm not with it. I ain't got time.
Grief, terrible as it is, at least has a shape. It's the loss of a person you loved. But this is something else. The loss of even knowing your own son's last decision.
What's up, Amanda?
Did he choose to stay, or did he intend to come home? For most families, that would be an easy thing to answer, pieced together from a dozen small confirmations that never even register as important until they're needed. For the Wansley family, it has become the single hardest unanswered question in their son's entire case, and nobody has been able to hand them a real answer yet. Now, beyond that conversation,
what it do,
there are smaller inconsistencies the
what it do, G-Money?
Family has raised publicly, the kind of details that would never make a headline on their own, but that add weight the longer you sit with them. Start with something as simple and as easy to dismiss as a piece of clothing. The official police report lists Nolan wearing black shorts at the time of his disappearance, but according to Christine Wansley, a young woman who was on the island that day later reached out and shared photos with her, showing Nolan in blue shorts, not black. On its own, it sounds like nothing. A clerical slip, a misremembered detail. But try to see it the way a mother sees it.
Thank you, Thunderclap. Thunderclap comes through with the gifted membership. Thank you. Oh no, he resub became a member. Thank you, Thunderclap, for becoming a member, man. I appreciate you for rocking out with me.
The ability to simply ask her son what he was wearing that day, or why, or where he went afterward. For her, that detail isn't a footnote to move past. It's a thread. And once you begin pulling on one thread in a case built almost entirely on other people's memories, you cannot help but look for the next one. Then there's what happened before Nolan's body was even found, while his parents were still holding on to hope, still half expecting a phone call that would end this nightmare with relief instead of grief. They went to retrieve his car from a friend's driveway, a task that
Chad, I can only imagine like having a damn a missing child or a family member and shit. Like I remember when I was young and my dog ran away from home. I was kind of upset, bro. Like I was a little upset my dog ran away from home, man. I can only imagine a fucking child, bro. Like, God, man, I don't wish that on nobody, bro. I don't wish that shit on nobody.
that should have taken minutes. According to the family, it turned unexpectedly difficult. A friend came to the door claiming he couldn't find the keys. He went back inside to check again. Minutes passed, the kind of minutes that feel endless when you're standing on someone else's porch, waiting, with your missing.
Oh yeah, my dog came back home. He was probably out trying to, you know, get some action. Yeah, he was probably out there getting some action, you know, but he came home.
Son somewhere out there and no way to reach him. Eventually, the keys turned up exactly where another person, overheard on a phone call, happened to mention they had been the entire time. Sitting on top of an Xbox, inside the house. For a family already desperate for anything resembling a straight answer, a delay like that doesn't read as coincidence. It reads as friction, appearing at the exact moment they needed things to be simple. And then there is Nolan's phone. According to a family friend who helped track the device down using a monitoring application, Nolan posted to Snapchat almost every day, the kind of habit so consistent it barely registered as a habit at all, until it stopped. In the 24 hours before he disappeared, that activity went completely silent. No update.
Nah, Dorsey, I had a black lab. He was a black lab with the dog that I'm talking about. It was a black lab. Chat, we're 5 likes away from the like goal, man. Can we get 5 likes, man? Damn, like shit, it's crazy, bro. That shit sounds crazy even saying it, bro. Like what? But yeah, it was a black lab, Dorsey.
No posts. A silence that everyone close to him agrees was simply not like him. When the device was finally located, one more inconsistency surfaced. The location tied to the account didn't even match the place where the phone itself was ultimately found. Consider what it must be like to sit with that particular detail as a parent. Nolan's digital life had been, by every account, an open book, the kind of constant, casual documentation so common among people his age that nobody thinks twice about it. And then, for exactly the window of time that matters most, it goes quiet. Not gradually, not with warning, just silence. In the 24-hour stretch his family would give almost anything to understand. It's easy, watching from the outside, to treat a detail like that as a clue in the way a mystery novel treats a clue, something with an obvious explanation waiting just around the corner. For Nolan's parents, it isn't that simple. It's one more piece.
Yeah, where I used to live, chat, it was like a school that was, you know, wasn't too far away. So like the dog, he used to hear me on the playground playing, and he would get out and like come to the fucking school. Like while we on the playground, like there's my fucking dog. Like he would only do it when we was on recess. And yeah, I used to have to take his ass back home. That's how country it was where I was at. Like teachers used to let me walk off the fucking campus and take my damn dog home. Like just country as hell.
Of their son's last day that doesn't behave the way the rest of his life did, and they don't have the luxury of treating it as a plot point. They have to live with it as an open question, indefinitely, until someone gives them a real answer. None of these details.
Hey, Joe said, we don't care about that dog. Let the story go. Listen, Joe, you typing in all caps and shit, and you talking about my dog. You don't tell me what we don't care about. Just because you don't care about some shit, we don't care about your opinion. Now, you sit in the corner for 5 minutes, Joe. How about that? I had a partner growing up named Joel, and he would never talk crazy like that.
Details, taken individually, tell us exactly what happened to Nolan Wells. But together, according to the people who loved him most, they're the reason this family says they cannot simply accept the official account as complete, and why they continue, night after night, to ask questions nobody has fully answered yet. While all of this has been unfolding in the background, the contradictions, the small unexplained details, the quiet work of investigators trying to reconstruct a single afternoon.
Right. If you want to be real, I'll tell y'all the full story about my fucking dog since he want to talk shit. So, how I ended up not having a dog anymore was, my pops gave it to my fucking brother, right? He said, he quote unquote gave it to my brother. And my brother said that he broke off the chain and just never came home. Now, mind you, my brother had my dog in Little Rock. The fuck he need my dog in Little Rock for, bro? Allegedly. I think, I don't know. I don't think my brother ever had my dog. It still hasn't been confirmed. I was young, and it still hasn't been confirmed that my brother actually had my dog. I think they're pulling a damn hoax to this day. I think they asked, I don't want to call my dad no damn lie, but shit, y'all know what I'm getting at. Y'all know what the hell I'm getting at.
Nolan's family has also had to do something no parent should ever have to plan for: say goodbye. Christine Wansley announced that her son's homegoing celebration would be held on Monday, July the 20th, at Center Point Church in Ocean Springs, the same community that watched Nolan grow up, play football, and become the young man his coaches and teammates describe with such consistency. A place that once celebrated his signing day now has to prepare to lay him to rest. And it's worth remembering, underneath every headline and every piece of tracked data, that this is still, fundamentally, a family grieving a son in front of an audience of millions they never asked for. That's part of why accuracy matters so much here. Every detail in this case is being absorbed not just by strangers online, but by two parents who will carry whatever gets said about their son for the rest of their lives. They don't get to walk away from this story once it stops trending.
Thank you,
They
Regina.
live inside it, permanently now. And the only thing anyone watching can really offer them is care in how their son's story gets told. If you want to keep up with every confirmed development in this case as it happens, subscribe now. 31 that afternoon.
All right, here you go.
It had reached Horn Island. 7:14 it had reached Horn Island. For several hours afterward, the group stayed together, celebrating the holiday the way so many others were doing that same afternoon along that same stretch of coast. At 4:31 that afternoon, according to data from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, the boat left Horn Island. Nolan was not on board. It returned to its original dock, and then, rather than staying there for the night, it kept moving. At 5:52 p.m., the boat traveled into Fort Bayou. By 6:06, it was back at the dock once again. Later that night at 7:19 p.m., the boat's tracked position shifted one more time to the Fort Bayou boat launch. From there, according to the Marine Resources report, it was taken out of the water entirely and moved over land, presumably towed by a vehicle, to a residence in Biloxi, owned by the boat's owners. Sit with that sequence. 4 separate movements, recorded automatically after the moment Nolan was left behind. Not one simple boat trip home, but a series of stops across several hours, ending on land more than 70 miles from where the day began. That sequence, tracked without any input from anyone connected to this case, is the exact window investigators are still working to fully explain, and the exact window Nolan's parents replay in their minds, over and over, searching for what might have happened inside it. Now to where the official process stands, and what has changed most recently for a family that has spent weeks waiting for anyone in a position of authority to simply sit down and talk to them directly. On July the 15th, Nolan's parents did exactly that. Christine and Elmore Wansley sat down face-to-face with Jackson County District Attorney Angel Myers McElrath, their first direct meeting with her office since Nolan's body was found on Horn Island. Attorney Ben Crump described the meeting afterward as respectful and candid, a small but meaningful shift after more than a week of feeling like they were on the outside of their own son's case. And out of that meeting came confirmation that once the DA's investigation wraps up, its findings will go to a grand jury. That phrase tends to carry more emotional weight than it actually holds, so it's worth being precise here, both for the sake of accuracy and for the sake of a family who has already had their story distorted enough. A grand jury referral is not a verdict. It is not a formal accusation against any one person. It does not mean charges have already been filed, and it does not mean investigators have concluded a crime took place. What it means, specifically, is that the case has reached a procedural point where its findings will be formally reviewed to determine whether charges are warranted at all. It's a mechanism, a process, movement, but not resolution, and this family knows, better than anyone, the difference between those two words. Crump also used the moment to correct something that had spread widely online, the claim that the FBI had effectively taken over this investigation. According to an official statement from FBI Jackson, the Bureau has assisted Jackson County investigators with specific elements of the case, largely centered on threats made against individuals connected to the investigation, threats that crossed state lines and therefore fell under federal jurisdiction. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office remains the lead agency throughout, from the very first search to whatever comes next. The FBI's involvement has been support, not command. And then there is Nolan's phone, the piece of evidence his family has pointed to from nearly the very beginning as something that might hold real answers about his final hours. A small object that has somehow come to carry the weight of an entire family's need to understand what happened to their son. Think about that for a moment. A device small enough to fit in a pocket, ordinary in every way, now sitting at the center of a grand jury referral, an FBI-assisted threat investigation, and a mother's last hope for understanding her son's final hours. That's an extraordinary amount of weight to place on something so small. But for a family with almost nothing else left to hold on to, it's become one of the only tangible things they have. At the July 15th press conference, both sides agreed to something new, a joint inspection, with experts representing the family working alongside experts connected to the official investigation, examining the device together rather than separately, comparing findings in real time instead of releasing competing statements after the fact. Attorney Eric Hertz is leading that effort on the family's side, working with former law enforcement professionals brought in specifically for the technical work involved. As of this recording, that inspection has not yet taken place. The family is still waiting, the way they have been waiting, in one form or another, since the night their son didn't come home. Waiting on a search, waiting on a coroner, waiting on an autopsy, waiting on a meeting with the district attorney, and now, waiting on a phone. Each piece of this case has arrived slowly, on its own timeline, and each time, this family has had no choice but to wait for it. Before we close tonight, two pieces of this case deserve a quick, direct correction, because both of them spread widely, and both of them shaped what people believed about Nolan's death, long before anyone actually checked whether they were true. The first involved a photograph. An image of Nolan at a pool party began circulating online after his body was found, and for a short, disorienting period of time, a significant number of people genuinely believed it proved he had been alive after July the 4th. Somewhere out there, strangers were sharing a photo and quietly hoping it meant Nolan Wells wasn't really gone. Hope that a grieving family had to watch spread, knowing it wasn't true, and having to say so publicly, again and again. It wasn't true. Rolling Stone confirmed, through image metadata and an account from his friend Trayston Shepard, that the photo had actually been taken on June the 27th, a full week before Nolan ever went to Horn Island. It had simply been uploaded online on July the 5th, which is what caused the confusion about its timing in the first place. The second involved a video. Many believed it captured Nolan in an argument shortly before he vanished, treating the recording online as though it were the missing piece of the entire case. Shepard addressed that one directly as well. The voice on the recording, he confirmed, was his own, not Nolan's. Both pieces of misinformation have since been corrected, publicly and clearly. What's left, once you strip them both away, is what was always underneath them from the very beginning. The timeline, the unresolved contradiction between two first-hand accounts, and a family still waiting, patiently and publicly, for someone to give them real answers instead of theories. This case is still open. It remains, in every sense, unfinished. The grand jury hasn't concluded anything yet. The phone inspection, agreed to weeks ago, still hasn't happened. And the contradiction between Katie's account and the account given by Nolan's friends still hasn't been resolved by anyone with the actual authority to resolve it. What we've laid out tonight isn't speculation, and it isn't the version of this story that spread fastest online. It's what has actually been confirmed by
All right, chat. That's enough of that. We're about to get into the Lego, man. I haven't heard about the Lego heist, man. How many of y'all know about the Lego heist? I haven't heard about that, man. Well,
This man spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest.
We'll cover that Trump with the putting that Russia tried to collude against Biden in the 2020 election. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, because I want to do more research about it, so I can speak more about it, other than just kind of learning on the go.
Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen. And the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian.
That's crazy. So somebody stole $200,000 worth of Lego. The police helped cover it up. The collector didn't know the $200,000 in Legos was gone. Oh, there's some shit going on.
Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
At this point, my father had a health episode. We can't bring any stress to him.
The reason he's reaching out to me is because the police are covering this entire thing up. And at this moment, I promised Brian that I would not end this video until I get his entire world record Star Wars collection back. But anyways, the thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
Bricks and Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
Is the largest toy store.
Bricks and Minifigs were not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Legos. So what I'm planning to do with them is take them to my local Bricks and Minifigs.
Because there's so much positive media about them everywhere.
Chat, I used to love the Legos when I was a kid. See, I was never a fan of like the Legos that build shit like Star Wars and shit. Like I like the basic Legos, like where your imagination just, you know, like shit, you got some blocks, nigga, what the fuck are you about to make? Like that's the Legos I enjoy. Now you got all of these kits with these little bitty Legos and to make specific pieces and shit. Like, no, nigga, use your imagination, nigga. Build some shit. Keep building little towers until you expand your bag.
Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of inventory. So that store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like all the shelves filled. They had to bring in extra shelves and filled the whole party room with shelves.
But the owner of the franchise, this woman, well, her husband had to actually leave the country due to some work-related reasons.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country. I reached out to corporate to let them know, hey, this is something that's coming up in the next like 4 to 5 months.
She told the Bricks and Minifigs head corporation that she was planning on selling the store, so the corporation actually was able to find a buyer to buy it from her.
They let me know that they had somebody who was interested in purchasing a franchise in the area. He was going to be in town and he was going to stop by and just take a look at it. It wasn't until Brandon got there that he informed me that they were terminating my franchise agreement. We were getting threats from Brandon and from corporate that if we didn't leave the store immediately, the police were going to be called. I told corporate I wasn't comfortable leaving that night without the inventory. I was also told I was not going to be able to stay there long enough to do that inventory.
But we don't just have to take this woman's word for it. She was actually able to save all the security camera footage from that night, proving that everything she just said is true.
All the footage and evidence is there. In the security cam footage, it's him at the store kicking her out. In that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment.
His own corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this woman got kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it. So Brian called the store to see what was going on.
Called the store and I said, what happened to Crystal? And he goes, well, that's kind of a private matter, but the corporation's taken over the store. There's something I can do to help you with. I said, well, yeah. I am the owner of about half your store's inventory. All those vintage Star Wars sets you have in there are ours. And he goes, I don't know anything about that. I said, well, you better get to learn about it because I have a contract, I have photo evidence, video evidence, like that is our collection. So I went down to the store, brought a copy of the contract. We're like, you need to let me in back and let me see the sets that you still have. All you have to do is let me in back. We can go that route or we can go to court. And the guy just looks at me, crosses his arms and goes, let me tell you what's gonna happen. If we go to court, we're gonna drag this thing out so long and you're gonna end up spending so much more money than your collection is ever worth or what you ever would have gotten out of it, that it ain't worth it, man. So if that's the route you wanna go, and I go, that's really the route you wanna go, rather than just letting me walk in there, and he goes, nope. Dang. What am I to do at that point?
Bricks and Minifigs knows that this family, especially with the
Fight, nigga. I would have punched him in his shit. What do you mean? You know, strong arming around this bitch, man. What 50 Cent say? Get the strap. Get the strap. Get the strap. That's if it's any moment, nigga, to go get the strap, it's probably now.
father's health doesn't have the resources to take them to court, and almost mockingly, they've since flooded all of their social media with tons of pictures of Star Wars Legos. At this point, it seems like they're just rubbing it in this family's face that they stole the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection in the world, and they got away with it.
Everybody is absolutely baffled. How the hell can a corporation get away with doing this?
Yeah.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story and created a team of YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs. We can figure out how to get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks and Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we can, you know, really put up a fight against.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that they can just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits. And this left Brian feeling pretty hopeless.
It eats me alive. I had terrible anxiety attacks over it, got put on medication. I just kind of was like, okay, I just have to let these freaking things go right now. Because it didn't seem like I have any path to go.
I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, do I think he got put on medication? Yes. I definitely think he got put on medication, but I think that's purposeful. I think he got put on medication because his ass finna get ready to sue these people. His ass finna get ready to sue these people. Man, they got him fucked up, got him out here popping Xanax and shit. Allegedly, y'all, yeah, he's about to try to get the bag.
You know?
Well, I guess now it's time for me to get involved. So immediately I went to my car, picked up some friends, and started driving 16 hours to this Bricks and Minifigs store. And I will do literally whatever it takes. Even if I have to take down the entire police force, I will stop at nothing until this family gets their entire Lego Star Wars collection back. And now 16 hours later, we're finally pulling up to the Bricks and Minifigs store. So I started a pair of spy camera glasses. That's what I'm gonna use to film this. And honestly, I kind of just want to hear Bricks and Minifigs side of the story. Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's pretty good. So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big Star Wars collection set, I think.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Really?
So you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are. Hi. You want to watch the cameras? I'm being harassed. Watch the cameras. I am being harassed. You need to leave.
Literally, all I did was just bring up that my friend has some...
You need to leave! You need to leave!
Legos in their store, and the manager started freaking out on me. But I wasn't going to leave the store without hearing her side of the story. Before showing up, I printed out a copy of the contract the store made with Brian, saying that all of these Lego sets will remain his until sold. Because I have a contract, legal reason to be here, legally this does not count as harassment. Instead, the manager should be checking the store's inventory to see if these sets are still in their store.
Well, so here's still all of the Lego sets you guys still have.
I don't have anything to do with that, and I don't want that. You can go ahead and leave, and I'm going to ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not want that. You're not handing me anything.
I tried for a long time just to get her to look at this contract. But finally, she gave me an answer of why she can't help me.
He's been supposed to be getting a hold of corporate.
Basically what the manager's saying is that if someone did steal the Legos, it wasn't her, it was corporate. But little does the manager know, I already did this. Yep, I literally went to the corporate Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
How's it going?
And this was corporate side of the story.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated. We can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us.
So I showed the manager what corporate Bricks and Minifigs said.
When corporate tells me this, I'm supposed to come back to the store, right? And so it kind of seems like you're going against what corporate's saying.
That's fine.
Oh, this is what corporate's
Oh,
about.
she knows he fucked up.
For the last time, I'm asking you to leave the store.
Can you give me a reason?
You need to
Have you
leave!
guys heard me ask you several times?
I don't know about you guys, but to me, it kind of seems like the only reason she's asking me to leave the store is to cover up this $200,000 theft.
You need to leave. How many times have you been asked to leave?
Was there a reason you're asking me to leave?
You need to leave. I've asked you to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. I've asked you to
Hey, I would have put a Pooh Shiesty in that motherfucking chat about the 200 bands and Legos, man. We would have went out like Shiesty them, man. We would have went out like Shiesty them, man. They would have signed that contract, man. We would have went out like Shiesty.
how many times to leave. I've been asking to leave.
Eventually, the owner of the store called in and asked if he could talk to me.
Are you the owner of the Bricks and Minifigs store?
Yeah, why? What you got?
So basically, I just wanted to get some of the Legos back that you guys still have. I think I'm looking for the clone turbo tank.
Why do you think you would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, at least I confirmed the Legos are still here. The only thing is the owner's claiming that he's the owner of these Lego sets. I mean, it's pretty stupid of him to say that, considering I'm literally holding a copy of a contract he made with the store that said that this Lego Star Wars collection is not the store's property. It's the family's property. The contract makes all of this very clear, so I want to give him one more chance to answer a little bit better.
Well, I just want to get it back from my friend. He said he couldn't get it back, so I was just wondering if I could just come pick him up. Because you guys still have him, right?
Bro, why do you think your friend would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, it's his. He owns the Legos.
Huh? He doesn't own the Legos.
Well, yeah, we have a contract. He does own them.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
Josh, the police are showing up right now.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, at least the police are here now, so once I show him the contract we're in with the store, we can finally get the Legos back.
Basically, we have, I think it's like $200,000 worth of Lego sets that we just have them in the store, and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were going to sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore.
But does it sound like they want you here, right? So they
but they have our sets, though, yeah.
I understand that. Right here, the factor is that they don't want you. They're a private-owned store, and they don't want you on the front. Okay.
But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets, though.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
The police officer literally didn't care at all that the store just stole $200,000 worth of Legos. For some reason, he made it seem like I was the bad guy.
So you are trespass from here. So
okay.
Trespass for life. So if you come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come back, you could be arrested. Okay.
Oh, so how do I get the Legos back then if I can't go in the store?
Okay, we talked about that. Do you understand the trespass portion? If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay.
So.
Okay. Again, Rob.
This is a moment right here, chat, that I can guarantee I would have cut the fuck up. At that moment right there, I would have probably got out of my body, bro. That I wouldn't give a fuck. The police was there. I would have got out of my body right there. At that, I know me, Chad, and I know my thought. everything might have been cool until he said that shit. That, oh, we already talked about that type shit. Oh yeah, I would have got out of my body right then.
Come back. We're in the car. We're gonna arrest you.
Brian did warn me that the police are actively trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store. And if we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we are going to be arrested.
Is there, I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So, you just gotta leave. Okay,
I just have to leave?
So, leave now.
Okay. I'm not allowed to be in the parking lot?
No. So this is all private property.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay?
We've been filming for 10 minutes and I'm already trespassed from Bricks and Minifigs, which is like the whole location of the video. So how do I film a video at Bricks and Minifigs now?
So he lied. Unless they own that whole shopping center, they can't make him get out of that whole shopping center. They can only trespass them from that store suite and in front of that store suite. Like the rest of the shopping center, that the police just lied. They can't trespass him from that whole property. If there's multiple storefronts out there, like, they can't do that.
Now if I can't even legally go back there. So, to continue the video without getting arrested, I went back to Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices. And the Bricks and Minifigs CEO, the guy who runs the entire company, Ammon McNeff, he personally came out to talk to us.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No.
Is that a lie?
No.
That's a lie. You did take the Legos.
No. So we have our attorneys have visited. Like again. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who is that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened.
No, I mean, it did happen. Yeah, it does happen.
No, we did not.
Yeah, because his Legos were in the store and you guys took them. I know you think lying to us right now is kind of like helping you out.
I'm not lying to you.
Well, look, we both know you're lying, but...
No, we don't know that.
So I showed him some social media posts his own company made that are still up that claims that these are Brian Mansell's Lego sets. And these Lego sets that they're still holding on to are worth $200,000. But all of these claims are from his own company. We just caught the CEO of the entire company red-handed in a lie. Yeah,
Bro, this shit is a PR nightmare. Bro, you posted this shit to your website, your company did, and you're sitting here, oh my God, bro. Shit, man. Is the Lego money drawing up, man? Is it getting rough over there for the Lego world, man? The hell is going on?
It's crazy to me that even the CEO is in on this cover-up. But anyways, now that we just caught the CEO in this lie, I wanted to let him know that it's going to be much easier if he just gives us the Legos back now.
If you just want to give it back now.
I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't have lied, bro. Like, unless the bottom line was something to, like, detrimental to the company and shit, like, I would have tried to negotiate or something. But no, I wouldn't have lied, bro. Like, what? You're about to tarnish your reputation. This is a franchise, a damn corporation. About that 200 bands, man. Fuck that store, man. Tell that store they gotta either give up that 200 bands worth of Legos, man, or they can shut that bitch down too. We're gonna shut y'all shit down.
Now it's gonna be a lot easier for you guys, you know? I think you guys would prefer the easy way. The hard way, I don't think you guys are really gonna like it.
No, okay.
But we're getting back either way, so it's like you can either...
So you can leave. If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
So you're threatening me. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
And with that, Bricks and Minifigs has made their decision. I presented them very politely with the easy way, and they said, heck no. Well, they've only left me one other option, which is the hard way. But now it's pretty much the super hard way because the police are protecting them. If I ever go back to the store, I'm getting arrested.
Hey, they need to put a cut scene in there where he just put on a shiesty mask, bro, like the Nike shiesty mask. Like, it's time to go in, man.
If you come back, you will be arrested, okay? You understand that?
So we all regrouped together to rewatch the footage I've gotten so far. And there was one thing the manager said that might be a way forward for us.
I have not heard anything from the owners.
Oh.
So you need to leave.
Can I talk to the owners then, or?
You go ahead and call the owners.
You need to
Give the
leave.
number?
I'm not giving it to you.
Why won't you give it to me? Because isn't that the logical next step if we're supposed to
Well,
work
you
with
have all
the
the
owners?
information
Then
right there, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Chad. I don't know where these people are from, but I can tell you how this shit would have went on where I'm from. Motherfucker would have been waiting in they bushes, bro. Motherfucker would have been, hey, about that 200,000 and Legos and shit, motherfucker would have been waiting in they bushes, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. Motherfucker would have been waiting in they bushes. Hey, as soon as they got home from work, man, they caught their ass going into the crib.
I have the Lego sets you guys have, but I don't have the owner's number. No. So yeah, if that's what you want me to do, then you could give me the number and I can.
No, I want you to leave.
Call them.
Basically, she's
About 2 or 3 people come up, beat the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? Big knots and lumps on their heads and shit. Felt like an anvil fell out the sky. Motherfucker get to renegotiating and shit. They might know where them Legos and shit at, man. Motherfucker get to having one of them Wile E. Coyote knots on their head.
putting all of the blame on the owner of the store, which is good to find out. The only problem is she's not giving me the owner's number.
Yeah, if you could give me a number and we could call
I'm not
them.
giving you anything except for calling the police.
But you told me to call the owners, right?
You're absolutely right, but I've asked you how many times to leave the store.
But you have his number? Or?
No, I don't have any of their numbers.
Dang.
That's why I was like, corporate keeps telling me to contact the owners of the store, but with no contact info, so I try to contact the store, and the store hangs up on me and says I'm harassing them.
The manager is really trying to protect the store owner from getting in trouble, so if she's not going to give me his number, I'm just going to have to find it a different way. When she hands me the phone, we might be able to see his name and...
Hey, Lala, how long Boosie say he pistol whipped that man? How long Boosie say he pistol whipped him? Listen, about 200 bands, bro. How long did Boosie say he pistol whipped that man? Hey, about 200 bands, he might have to get the Boosie treatment, man.
Number. Josh Lego. Well, we found out the owner's name is Josh. However, the number was way too blurry on the spyglasses. No, it's so blurry. So I checked the store's Instagram to see if it follows anyone named Josh, which it doesn't. So I checked.
Come on, Ed. 40 minutes straight. About a $200,000 heist, man. Listen, man. 40 minutes straight.
Their business records, but everything got scrubbed. This owner is really going to any length he can to stay fully anonymous. After watching the footage over and over, my final conclusion is, yeah, the manager sucks. But she's not really the mastermind of this whole thing. She's just protecting the mastermind of this whole thing because she's brainwashed. But luckily for me, through my YouTube career, I've infiltrated tons of cults and I've personally experienced some of the most intense and crazy brainwashing in the entire world. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure that I could brainwash one of these Bricks and Minifigs employees way harder than any corporate offices could. And yes, that's the plan. Brainwash the Bricks and Minifigs employees to be on my side. Yeah, I'm starting a Lego cult. I mean, a true cult would never actually call themselves a cult. They always disguise themselves as something else. So, yes, I'm actually just starting a regular old Lego club. Yep, that's what we're calling it. My friend Victor is going to be the cult recruiter. I dressed him up to look like a famous YouTuber, so he would look powerful, and the employees here will have to...
They put a gold jacket, a fucking fitted cap,
listen to him,
and some Yeezys on this nigga, man. Hey, what was that dude off of The Wizard of Oz? He looked like the fucking lion off The Wizard of Oz, bro. They put a gold jacket, some Yeezy slides, a fitted cap on. This nigga hopped out the car looking like the damn golden lion off The Wizard of Oz, bro. What the fuck is going on?
My name's Victor. We're going to Bricks and Minifigs. Let's go. All right, guys. We are heading into the store right now.
He was doing amazing, but we had to make sure that these employees know that Victor is the real deal.
Dude, that's crazy. Dang, let's go. just watching. Yo, we got a fan over here. 1, 2, 3. Toys for everyone. Yeah. Real quick pic. Hey, I'll send you that clip later, all right?
You can? Yeah.
So far, everything we had set up was working perfectly. But now, we have to come up with some type of way to get one of these employees out of the store so we can brainwash them.
Hey, what's going on? So we're filming a quick video. Maybe you and her want to do like some kind of challenge for like $100.
I mean, sure, I'm down for that. I don't want to.
What's happening right now? Do they believe it?
Yo, you said $100. I'm just on the clock right now. You know, fuck it. I'm on the clock right now. The $100. Fuck it.
Hell yeah, they're believing the challenge.
Crazy.
3, 2, 1. Yellow. Go, 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 go.
And these employees started their YouTube challenge.
Man, got these motherfuckers all on the clock, man. I come in that bitch, everybody fired, man. What the hell you mean? You digging through all this shit, looking for some yellow blocks and shit, man. Yeah, need to be scouring social media for the next sale, motherfucker. Man, everybody fired, man. Get the hell out.
And yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward to this part. I'm not gonna torture you guys with all this. All you really need to know is that this girl ended up winning.
High five, sweet. So now I'm gonna call my producer. It's going right now.
How's it going?
We have the winner right over here.
We're partnering with the local Lego club, and we're gonna
Thank you, Susu.
Like the Lego club wants to host the award ceremony for you, so yeah. And just like that, she's in. So we traveled deep into the woods and waited for this employee to show up. And with that, our new cult member has arrived.
You're the Lego Queen!
Yes, she's the Lego Queen!
Before you can brainwash someone, they have to be open to it. And most cults achieve this by making the new recruit seem like...
Bro, is he about to brainwash this employee in real time? Like, bro, like, I don't know, bro. It's just something feels so wrong about this, bro. Like, I for some reason, I don't think he should be able to do this or say it like this. I don't know. Everybody can't do this type of shit, bro. Your ass to get picked up. Just know that, man. This shit right here, bro, this is one of those instances. This shit is not for everybody. Your ass get picked up.
The most special person in the entire world.
Official best employee of Bricks and Minifigs.
The winner goes to Caledonia! Lego Queen! 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 Lego Queen!
Another thing I've personally seen a lot of cults do is they instantly give new recruits power. If people feel powerful, they're less likely to think that they're the ones that are being manipulated. So we got to give this girl some power.
You give me power?
Yes. Yeah, we're giving you power. You're the most powerful.
Queen says, jump. I feel like I can do anything I want. Just step on the Lego gridlet.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Beautiful dog pile.
You primed
Bro, they got her laughing like the fucking Wicked Witch of the West, bro. Like, oh my God. The clip for me is crazy, bro. They got her laughing like the Wicked Witch of the West, bro. It's no fucking way, bro. Oh shit, Chad, I gotta go get my food. I gotta finish my plate. I got a rib plate out there. I was telling y'all about the black-owned business. You know, I'm chopping that. I got a rib plate. Got some yams left on that motherfucker, some macaroni and cheese and shit, little slice of white bread on that bitch. Let me go get my plate, man.
Lastly, all cults do group rituals to make you feel like one with the group. So now we have to become one with this Bricks and Minifigs employee.
Brick by brick, 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 brick by.
And now the employee is fully brainwashed. Okay, maybe not fully brainwashed, but we definitely did a much better job at brainwashing her than corporate Bricks and Minifigs did. So hopefully now I'm finally safe to bring up these Star Wars Lego sets.
We heard something about some Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that, or?
I know some of it. They were gonna reimburse him for everything, and then I think they did, and he's still upset upset about everything, which I get.
They reimbursed him for everything?
Yeah, we don't have any of his stuff on the shelves.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have any of it.
But just like every other cult member out there, these employees have been told a lie and are now willing to pretty much die to defend this lie. But good thing now, she's been brainwashed even harder by our cult, and our cult is now going to give her the freedom to finally be able to think logically about this situation.
So we think they've been lying to you. So these were all the sets in the store, and they're all metadata time-stamped.
Wait, we do have these ones.
Yeah, those are all his.
No, some of them I think we do still have.
Yeah, I know you guys do. You showed me one of them when I asked.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait. I thought it's called one of you?
Yeah, all I did was...
Oh my god. You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we
Dang.
get them arrested?
Now that we have a Bricks and Minifigs employee on our side, it's time to finally complete our mission and get Josh, the owner's number.
Wait, but you have like their numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, did he give you Josh's number? Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, now that I have the owner's number, it's time to give him a call.
Owner.
Hello, this is Josh.
Hello.
See, they done infiltrated. That's why y'all gotta grab the book. Oh, wait. Y'all gotta grab the book. We talk about this movements being usurped. We talk about this garden usurpation, garden from being usurped, man. You gotta protect the guard, man.
I'm just calling to get my Legos back. I think they told me to talk to you about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what Legos?
I think it's the Star Wars set. I have a list. I can kind of pull it up. I was just wondering, like, how...
You said Plug talks weird all the time. I'm a square gone bad. Dorsey, what the fuck do you mean going bad? I was outside before my partners was outside. I'm the one got them niggas outside. I just knew what the fuck was going on, man. I had a little forward thinking. Could articulate, you know. Was good with numbers, you know. But shit, I was outside for them niggas.
we can get them back? Should I, like, if I get your okay, I can just walk in the store and...
I don't know what Legos you're talking about, dude. What are you talking about?
I think one of them's called, like, the Super Trooper set, I think. We got, what else is there?
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
You don't? Since Josh was pretending to not remember any of the Star Wars sets that make up half of his store's inventory, I decided to send him over a picture of the contract his store is in.
What contract is it? I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign that agreement. I didn't agree to anything in that.
And now I finally understand the legal loophole that Josh is using to get away with this. And it's probably the stupidest loophole I've ever heard in my entire life. Josh is claiming that it's not his name on the contract, it's the previous owner's, which makes no sense because in the security camera footage, he tells the previous owner that he's going to be the one taking over the contract now.
He's taking on the business. He takes on all that kind of side liability.
And I guess this is some sort of just contract loophole he's trying to use to steal the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection.
In order for me to be under contract, I have to sign something.
Or you had to take it over from the previous owner, right?
Nope, that's not how the law works.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
So
if that's how the law works, then sue me for it.
You don't just want to give the Legos back? Like...
Sue me! Let's go to court! I'm calling the police right now, and you guys are going to be arrested for harassment.
Or do you feel threatened right
Jug! Got on down on him, man. Got on down on him.
now?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much the owner wanted us to sue him. He wants this because Brian already tried to sue him, and it didn't work.
We've been to a couple attorneys and they basically spelled it out saying here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain, so we're getting into that whole international thing just to have them an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove what they sold and not. And that's like $60,000 to $70,000.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs knows that Brian and his dad don't have nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as Bricks and Minifigs.
He's like, we're going to keep these.
You're gonna walk away from this. You're not coming back. And if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court till it is well past what this collection is worth.
So let's lay out the puzzle pieces really quick. If Brian and his dad sue Bricks and Minifigs, it's gonna ruin their lives. And by the way, this Bricks and Minifigs company has been treating this family. I only think it's fair if they're...
Yeah, somebody would have got hit upside the fucking head with some, for sure.
They're the ones that get their lives ruined. In order to make things right, it looks like we gotta do this. Now Bricks and Minifigs has their life ruined, and you can see Brian and us, we are the ones now doing the illegal activity. So I told my group the plan. We have to do something illegal.
I thought you said you didn't want to do anything illegal.
Right.
Well, but the thing is, they're getting screwed because of it, because they would have to upfront the cost, and then if they take us to court, then it's
I'm down illegal. I'm down for the illegal stuff.
And the group is in. So now it's time to do an illegal business move against Bricks and Minifigs. Let's just hope that they take the bait and sue us.
What I was thinking is, what's the easiest way to get them to sue us? We steal their name.
That's good. Oh, man.
Perfect. First, I went to Google Maps and took a screenshot of the sign outside their store. I got rid of their tagline because it's boring, and I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually accurate. Also added a cute little company logo. And this is my plan of how I'm gonna make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs for free. Once we're in court, we can finally hold Bricks and Minifigs accountable for stealing the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection. And of course, they're also gonna try and get me in trouble, but this is where I'm gonna make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal From Old People. Yeah, the words Bricks and Minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this.
So people are just assuming that the name is Bricks and Minifigs, when that's really just the tagline of our company, and our company name is actually We Steal From Old People.
Yeah.
And now, because I'm actually not stealing their name, it's gonna be so easy for me to win this court case. And Brian's gonna get his entire Star Wars Lego collection back.
Right.
All while Bricks and Minifigs pays for all the legal fees. So I registered We Steal From Old People as an official Oregon company. And now that my company's legally approved, I made a website, and you can visit us at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. You can help support us by buying some of our We Steal From Old People merch, or give us a call. But as you can see, we have great reviews. And so now to promote this website, I'm gonna put my company logo directly over top of the Bricks and Minifigs company logo. So I asked ChatGPT what the dimensions of this billboard is. Sick. I'm making my logo with the exact same dimensions.
Yes, dude! Oh my god! It looks exactly the same.
This is where we started to realize we are taking this way further than just a bad business practice. I'm pretty sure putting my logo over their logo is actually criminally illegal. But luckily for us though, if we go back to the beginning of the video, Bricks and Minifigs actually gave us a solution of how any company pretty much can get away with this.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated. We can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them.
So basically, if you put all the blame on your lower franchises, you're safe. So I registered 5 franchises under my We Steal From Old People company. Who wants to be the owner of the first company?
Ooh, I want to be an owner.
Congratulations, you're a franchise owner! If you choose to put a bunch of banners on their store, I can't get in trouble for anything.
Yeah, every one of my friends is now a legal franchise owner of We Steal From Old People. Each of my franchise owners is allowed to make their own decisions of how they want to run the company. And what they've decided is that they're getting 2 pumpkins, and they're going to use these pumpkins to support this tarp, and they're going to climb up the Bricks and Minifigs building, and they're going to hang our logo over top of their logo. And I basically just sit down here and
Yeah, have my franchise owner do everything for me.
And we did it. And the sign is way too small. What the heck, ChatGPT?
Yeah, I miscalculated the size. So, sorry guys.
My phone over.
It'll work for now, so we're still going on with the plan.
2, 1, let's go.
We're setting up a Bricks and Minifigs We Steal From Old People company booth right outside of their entrance.
If anyone wants to walk into the Bricks and Minifig store, they have to get through me and my merch.
You know, I have all of the court papers already filled out if they want to sue me. Hopefully they take the bait.
What up? You want to buy some merch?
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah, we also got some We Steal From People barf bags because honestly what they're doing in this store is so gross, it's probably going to make all of the customers throw up.
Barf bag.
Do you have an large? Well, we stopped a customer from going into Bricks and Minifigs and he left with our merch.
It was going pretty good and I was stopping a lot of customers from entering the actual Bricks and Minifigs store.
A cup? Okay. Yeah, I might just be out here all day. This is going very well.
It was almost going too well.
It's basically the end of the day now. They haven't really seen me because these windows are tinted, I guess.
In order to get the store's attention, my friend Jay is going to walk into the store just pretending to be a normal customer and ask what's going on.
Is this the main store or is it the one that's out front?
What do you, like, is this the main entrance?
Yeah. No. I'm saying like the counters, there's 2. There's one here and then one outside.
No, there's a guy who's selling stuff out front. I don't know what he's selling.
Wait, what? What?
Hello, you want to buy a shirt? What?
You can't be out here doing this.
If you want to buy one, I can give you 50% off if you want.
No, you cannot be out here doing this.
Why not?
Were you the guy that was just trespassed out of here? The guy that was out there, it was the guy that we just trespassed.
What was it?
Yes.
She's calling the cops right now.
Uh-oh, the police are here.
This is a problem. The police told me yesterday that if I ever come back to this store in my lifetime, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay? You understand that?
Uh-huh.
And as you can see, they still haven't sued me. I can't just give up on the plan before being sued. So I did a switcheroo with this guy. He's wearing my exact same clothes and his legal name is also Ben. And once the police find out that they caught the wrong Ben, I'm gonna be super far away.
Oh, it was so cold.
Okay, I couldn't get that far away. The water was freezing, but I think I got far away enough at least. But anyways, back to the store. The police instantly tried removing our booth because us stealing their name is very illegal. But if we want to get away with this crime, all we have to do is copy Bricks and Minifigs. We have to put all of the blame on an anonymous corporate person, and then when they ask who corporate is, we just don't tell them.
Police wanted to speak to corporate.
Oh, hello, this is corporate. We steal from old people. How's it going?
You do what?
Well, the corporation's called We Steal From Old People. And our tagline is Bricks and Minifigs. We're a legitimate business, so yeah. What?
Who am I talking to?
This is corporate.
I know it's corporate, but who are you, corporate?
Corporate, We Steal From Old People.
No, I know who you are. I mean, who are you as a person?
Oh, I'm just the owner that runs it.
Who am I talking here?
This is the owner of We Steal From Old People. It kind of seems like a civil matter, doesn't it? Like, we have the plaintiff's claim if they want to...
Here's the situation. Do you really want to get go round and around?
And now, Bricks and Minifigs finally gets a taste of their own medicine. They're now in a situation the police can't help them with. The only way this will ever end is if they sue us. So I went back to the Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices to see if the CEO of this company would sue me.
Going about things the way that you continue to do this is not the right way.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand that?
So what's the right way then?
Do you understand
Yeah.
that like the harassment style that you have conducted and bragging to people that you've vandalized the store and done other things along those lines? That's not the right way of doing
Well,
it.
I never vandalized the store, but...
people have told us that you have.
I mean, whatever, like, my, franchises do, underneath me, I guess that's, I can't really control them. I'm just corporate, I guess.
Are you a registered franchise?
Yeah.
You guys have FDDs and everything else?
Yeah,
What states are you registered in?
Oregon.
You're a registered franchisor, so...
Yeah, I'm actually a franchise owner of the franchise, too.
The CEO of this company knows pretty much better than anyone that he can't get us in trouble for what we're doing, because we can always just keep passing the blame onto our lower franchises. We're just doing the exact same thing he's doing.
Brick by brick! Brick by brick!
But yeah, it's like a legal organization. We have like legal franchises and everything. It's 100% by the books, and yeah.
Okay. I get what you're doing. I appreciate that you think you're being very clever, and that you think that you can do all sorts of fun stuff this way, but it's like, you have no business being here. So.
Well, we do have business. We have, like, you guys have a bunch of our Legos.
All right.
Well, if Bricks and Minifigs is not going to sue me, then I guess we have to settle this outside of court, which is going to be hard, because right now, Bricks and Minifigs has somehow convinced the police that...
That dude kind of sounds like Corey World, don't he? He kind of sounds like Corey World.
They aren't criminals. They just participated in a bad business deal. I mean, Josh has literally already exposed their entire plan to me of how they're planning on getting away with this.
I feel bad for him. That agreement is not criminal. That agreement is now civil. So it's a civil matter, it's not criminal. And I have extensive legal knowledge.
Yeah, basically a civil crime is just the legal way of saying a business deal gone bad, which, if this truly was just a business deal gone wrong, you would have to settle this through the court. The police aren't able to do anything. We have the police to solve criminal crimes, such as stealing from a lottery. That's a criminal crime that the police would have to investigate. So, here's the plan.
What if we do a lottery?
Yes. First, Brian donates one of his sets to a lottery, someone wins the lottery, and then if Bricks and Minifigs keeps the prize for themselves instead of giving it to the winner, they have now just stolen from a lottery.
Now it's not a business deal gone bad. They're actually interfering with a state-regulated lottery scheme, which is now a criminal offense that the police would have to investigate.
Why did he call it a scheme? A scheme made it sound illegal.
That's a good idea.
That's interesting.
It turns out this is completely legal for us to do.
You still own the Legos, correct?
Technically, we own all of those.
Yeah.
So it would be legal for you to auction your Legos off, right? If you still are the owners, right?
Yeah.
To make sure everything was legally legit, I registered for a gambling license, which, yeah, it actually takes a long time to get one of these, which sucks. But on the DOJ website, it says that if you're a nonprofit or a religion, you actually don't need a license. It'd be cool to use my new We Steal From Old People company, but I already made my first $1 when I was selling stuff outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And then I used that money to buy food from a robot. But luckily for me, I'm already the leader of a religion called Scientology Sucks, officially approved in California, which is another problem. I guess technically I need it registered in Oregon for this to work. So I registered for the Oregon PO box, which costs $35. I used it for this new Oregon Scientology nonprofit. I made work with corporation.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I lost everyone, but all you need to know is that I put a lot of work into making sure that this is a legal, legit raffle.
That means that if Bricks and Minifigs decide to steal from this raffle, they have now committed a criminal crime, which the police are required to investigate.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Brad is in his bag, bro. Bradley is in his bag, bro.
I want everyone's attention. We're doing a Lego raffle. This Lego set is worth $1,000.
Pretty much instantly, we were a hit, and everyone wanted to win this Lego set. But there's a problem. Under ORS 167.117, each participant must pay something of value in order for this to be considered an official lottery. We're about to charge lots of people money just to maybe be the next victim of Bricks and Minifigs. But we have to charge them money, and if we don't, then it'll actually disqualify our lottery, and the plan we came up with to get the Legos back won't work. But then we realized, wait, we're filming this entire event. We can just give each person $1 as their appearance release fee.
Don't be on camera, there you go.
So now when they buy a $1 ticket, the transaction cancels out, and each person lost $0.
You get $1 for being on camera, and then the raffle is $1 though, so would you like to pay $1 for the raffle? Okay, awesome. So here's your ticket. So what's your business?
What's our business? Yeah. We're with the Church of Scientology Sucks.
Yep.
Finally, it was time to pick our winner.
We are about to see who the winner is right now. We have the winning ticket right here. 5, 3, 3, 9, 7, 7.
Is that mine?
Who won? Yeah, are you the winner?
Well, this family legally won this prize.
Oh shit! Now they got the little kid all excited they won something, and they're not about to get shit, bro. This is a early gambling lesson, man. Sometimes you gotta teach them young, man. This kid right here, man, oh my gosh, I can't even say that. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. They got the kids gambling, bro.
So now if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't give it to them, they're committing a criminal crime, which could land them in jail.
The Lego set is at a place called Bricks and Minifigs. It's like right down the street, and we can pick it up.
We drove to the store as fast as we could. We met up with the family and went inside to help them claim their prize.
I'm here to give these people their prize of a Stormtrooper speeder set.
Well, actually,
These people.
my sister. He won.
From who?
I'm conducting this raffle, and you guys have the prize here.
I don't know anything about that.
To inform Amanda of the business deal her store is in, we showed her all of the raffle paperwork and the family who won this Lego set.
I'm not giving out anything.
Like, I can't leave without it.
Yeah, you can. You can have a good day.
I can't leave
Amanda
without
just
it.
made it
I can't leave without it. Oh my gosh, bro.
very clear. Instead of giving this family the Lego set they legally won, her company is gonna steal it.
You're stealing $1,000 from a little girl.
Yep.
Stealing money from a kid, do you find that evil at all, or you that's how you want the business to look?
Amanda now has to cover up this crime her store committed. So she thought the best way to do this was to kick everyone out of the store.
That guy is not supposed to be here. You have a good day.
Wait, she's not gonna give him a prize?
But good thing for us, this isn't a civil crime anymore. Amanda just stole from a lottery. Now that they have officially committed a criminal crime, it's time to get the police involved.
This company just stole the prize from our lottery.
I have officers en route.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And now the police are here. But for some reason, I think they thought that I was the criminal.
Oh shit!
Is this typically how you treat victims if they get their prize stolen, or? Do you have ID or anything on you?
Oh
No?
shit!
What's your date of birth? 12/30/1995. Did we commit a crime?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
The police were very confused on who the actual criminals in this situation were. So we explained everything to them.
I'm supposed to be getting this prize from here.
Okay.
And they're not going to give it to me?
But the police don't just have to take our word for it. I'm carrying all of the legal raffle paperwork, plus the Oregon law book that specifically states this is a criminal crime the police are required to investigate.
So we have all the paperwork here. Stealing from a DOJ-approved raffling scheme is a criminal offense which the police have to investigate.
Now that the police have seen the law, they actually agree that a crime has been committed. They're now finally going to do a police investigation on this Lego theft. The investigator started by taking some notes.
They're selling stuff because they're thieves and stole stuff. It's a raffle?
Yes.
Okay. And we need to investigate some sort of raffle thievery.
Well, he started taking notes until another police officer came and whispered in his ear. I don't know what he said to him, but whatever it was, it made them all completely change their attitudes.
You're trespassing the property for life, okay? You come back, you're gonna go in handcuffs and go to jail.
Was it trespassing?
Corruption!
But we're just trying to claim our prize.
You guys have no right or have no connection to the store. You're not.
Well, yeah, we do. They stole a bunch of, like, they have our prize, so there's a connection.
That is a civil issue between.
No, it's criminal.
Okay.
I got the...
Are you gonna listen to me?
This officer's trying as hard as he can to cover up this crime, but I wasn't gonna let him. But eventually, he said, if I don't let him cover up this crime, I'm getting arrested.
We really want to dive down this really deep. We're trying to give some outs, okay? We're trying to work with you guys and give you some outs. We can start looking at that you guys falsified a raffle. Whatever that raffle looked like.
Well, here's the thing is, it's not a falsified raffle. We have all the legal paperwork right here.
You don't have authority to give out a prize. We're just going to get to the point that we're not going to have these conversations. We're just going to put you in handcuffs, take it. Are we all on the same page? No. Okay. Well,
yeah, I'm not gonna let the police just cover up this crime. I'm gonna get this Lego set to the rightful winner.
Like, who the fuck is this cop, man? Like, who the fuck is he, man? See, chat.
First off, we do have the authority to do this raffle, so we are legally...
Are we done for the night?
No, it's actually required by you guys to investigate this. It's not civil, it's criminal.
Just so we're talking in circles, right? Yep. No. Do you understand at least what he told you on the...
I never talking in circles. That's the first time we got falsifying a raffle.
Good. Just answer my question, please. Do you understand what Officer Bev has explained to you? Kind of what's going to happen, what's going to be the next steps?
I think...
Nope. Yes or no?
No, I'm not understanding.
You don't understand? What part don't you understand?
Yeah, I was pretty confused on what they were going to arrest me for. I mean, the Fourth Amendment in our Constitution specifically states that the police can't arrest you if they don't have a reason. I keep asking them for a reason, but they can't tell me anything that I'm doing that's illegal.
Well, I don't think we broke the law.
That's your opinion. That part doesn't matter. Here, it's pretty black and white.
Because right now, you guys said the law we broke is the falsifying the raffle.
No, let's do this. Let's just call it, and we'll just go from here, all right, guys? Just please.
So you guys are going to investigate?
We are trying to keep you guys out of handcuffs. We don't want to go that route. We actually, we seem like nice guys. We don't want that for you guys. But at a certain point, we can't keep doing this. All right, so we're good, guys. All right,
I don't think we're good.
Yeah, take care.
We're not good at all.
It's been made pretty clear. You go on the property, you're going to get arrested.
When I came up with this plan, I was under the assumption that the police are supposed to follow the law, but I was wrong. In Kaiser, Oregon, the police don't follow the law, and because of this, another family got scammed by bricks and minifigs. I felt pretty bad, so I just paid this family what this Lego set was worth myself.
Do we call the police officer? Like, what do you do when there's just corrupt police?
Should you go to the police department?
Should we go to the police department? So we went to the police department to tell them that some of their police are corrupt. And then we realized we're literally just telling the police that they are corrupt. Of course they're not going to do anything about it. Yeah, they just sent us home. But this is when we realized that this raffle might have actually accomplished something pretty big for us. Josh ended up giving me a call.
You guys keep coming to the stores. You park out front. You do fake raffles. You're threatening my business, you moron.
Josh seems pretty scared, and he should be. Eventually, I am going to end up solving all of the police corruption that's going on. And once that happens, Josh is no longer going to be in civil trouble. He's going to be in criminal trouble.
It wasn't a fake raffle. It was a real lottery scheme, according to Oregon state law. And it actually is a Class B felony, up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Yeah, the loophole he's been using this entire time, just hiding behind the fact that it's a civil case, isn't going to work for him much longer.
Well, let's not argue that. I don't want to... It's just better to just say, hey, you're not a thief. You know what I mean? Definitions of whether it's stolen or not, I don't think, no, anyways, it's not stolen. Why do we care about that? Well, who cares whether it was theft or not?
But for some reason, Josh still decided not to give the Legos back. I think he might just need one more push. Here's the plan. Take a picture of every single sign that's outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And now I'm going to redesign every single one to make them way better. For example, I changed Turn at the Light to Turn and Go Home. In Buy, Sell, Trade, I changed it to Steal, Sell, Trade. And I'm printing all of them out to scale. And nope, I didn't use ChatGPT this time. This time, I'm using a much better method, which is a tape measure.
The exact dimensions of their actual sign that they have up right now.
Now it's time to put our signs directly over top of their signs. But before we had time to do this, Josh gave me a call. He's still trying to convince me to sue him, so he gets charged with a civil crime, not a criminal crime, which could land him in jail.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? It's a civil matter. Tell Brian to put his money where his mouth is. Let's go to court.
Okay, you want to do double or nothing?
What are you talking about? Are you stupid?
If you're wrong, you pay us double. If I'm wrong, I pay you double.
Bro, are you dumb? You're obviously a kid. You don't know how this works.
I think you're scared. Double or nothing, let's do it.
You're so dumb, bro.
I think you're scared.
Okay, I'm not scared.
Let's do double or nothing.
I'm not doing
If you lose, you pay us $400,000. You're scared. You're a chicken. I'm calling you out. You're scared. I'm calling you out.
Bro, quit being stupid.
You're too scared. You're scared.
Okay, do you want me to talk?
Put your money where your mouth is.
Are you just gonna be a pussy, or are you gonna?
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You put your money where your mouth is.
Okay, let me talk.
Okay.
When Brian first came in, we identified anything that was on that list that would have been his that Amanda didn't sell, and we set it aside. And it's still sitting there. We're happy to give you your stuff back. I just don't want any more damage to the store.
I guess Josh has finally realized that whatever he's going through right now will literally never end for him unless he gives the Legos back.
I'm happy to give you the inventory. It's only bringing me harm because you guys are doing wackadoo crap trying to attack us.
Well, it looks like we won. And Brian is finally getting his Legos back.
This definitely changes the trajectory of a lot of the things that we had in
Yeah, dude, we had some really good ideas. Yeah. Well, what do we do for the next couple hours if it's raining?
Bowling. Let's go bowling.
We waited a few hours for Brian to get off work, and now he's off work.
Hey, Brian's off work.
So we showed him our entire conversation with Josh.
So what can we do now to work with you guys to get the sets back?
Okay, this is what I need done. I need a written apology from Brian. I need all the negative comments taken off. I need positive reviews on there to make up for the damage. And then I'll give them back.
So you're holding my sets hostage.
Oh, you thought we were getting the Legos back already? We're not even halfway through the video yet. Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star Wars Lego collection back, he has to write Bricks and Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
I agree, but it sucked. But here's like where we're at, right? If you could just write the letter, like we can get the Legos back.
I walked in there with the best of intentions. Here's proof of my collection in the store. I want it back, and they've done nothing but lie and make my life a living fucking hell over this. I've gone through 9 months of anxiety, stress, hospital-ridden medication.
Told y'all he was on them bars, man. I do it. He said anxiety. He was on them Xanax. I told you, allegedly.
Taking
GTA.
types of burden.
I'm not downplaying what happened to you. It's just,
No, I am not apologizing to this fucking asshole.
It sounds kind of crazy that Brian would be saying this, but
Thanks, Derek.
I see where he's coming from. I've gotten to personally see a tiny bit of how this company bullying his family has just torn his entire life apart.
I just want to say thanks, guys. I have to go because I got a gnarly panic attack right now.
But at the same time, if Brian just writes this apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, he'll get all his Legos back.
I get it. You're asking me to swallow my pride and write this letter, and I get it.
But then Brian told us a bigger reason we shouldn't write this apology letter. Because Brian told us that this apology letter is really a trap. Yeah, this is Josh trying to trick us into giving him a get out of jail free card. What I mean by this is if Brian makes an apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, then Bricks and Minifigs can now use this letter as written evidence in court that they're not the bad guys, Brian's the bad person. Brian told us that if we give them this get out of jail free card, then they have absolutely no reason to ever give the Legos back. I just want to say, if this is actually what Bricks and Minifigs' plan is, then that's insane. But I really wanted to find out if this is what their plan was. So I decided to tell Josh that Brian is going to send him an apology video.
He makes the apology, then we can get the Legos back like today or tomorrow, you think, or?
Yeah.
Just in case Bricks and Minifigs has evil intentions with this apology video, I wanted to give them something that they couldn't use in court. So I went back to the beginning of the video and took a screenshot of Brian's face and put it into this website. I also uploaded this video of Sheldon.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
After just a little bit of deep faking, it now looks like this.
Oh, hi, shit. I'm Brian Mansell, and I apologize sincerely for accusing you guys of stealing my Legos. I was wrong, and you were right.
This is the ultimate test. Was Josh being sincere, or was this all just one big trick?
I want to give it back to him. That's the long and the short of it. We've run me over. I'm good. We got to win Amanda over, right?
Uh-huh.
Apologize to Amanda.
Okay. I guess Brian's just a little worried that you guys are just going to keep postponing it until,
No. You're going to get him. You're going to get him. I'm not going to screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am.
Uh-huh.
I promise you. I swear to God. Go apologize to her. Say, sorry, man. Sorry. We did a fake raffle.
So before we can get the Legos back, Josh
fake
made up
raffle.
one new thing I have to do. I have to apologize to Amanda for my raffle being fake, even though I put in a lot of effort to make sure my raffle was actually real. I don't know. It almost feels like another trap. The employee we brainwashed from before told us that the owners are coming up with schemes to try to get us arrested.
After you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we get them arrested?
Maybe Josh is saying this to trick me into going back into the store so Amanda can call the police on me and have me arrested. But I had to find out for sure.
You give me permission to go into the store to apologize to her? To make peace?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Hi Amanda, how's it going? We came to make peace, and we talked to Josh. He told us to come back and make peace with you. Is that okay?
It turns out I was right. This was a trap. Bricks and Minifigs doesn't care about giving us the Legos back. They just want to get us arrested.
There was a gentleman who was trespassed off the property maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and he's literally standing right in front of the store, right here in the store in front of me.
We only have a very small amount of time before the police arrest us. So we decided to use this time to see if we could finally convince Amanda to make peace with us.
Well, I guess before they get here, we just wanted to talk to you, like civilly, if you would like to have a peace treaty with us.
Not in a harassing way, not in a very peaceful way.
Would that be okay with you?
But making peace with us did not seem like a priority for Amanda. Her priority was to get us arrested.
It's just a regular peace treaty, a one-page document. If you need to go over it, like, you know, you need to take your time.
They have, like, the papers they're trying to get me to sign, it literally just says peace treaty. I don't know who this other guy is. He's apparently a guy.
Oh, he's the treaty guy.
Friend or the treaty guy.
He has some kind of like treaty on a scroll.
Well, do we stick around for the cops, or do we?
And so we waited for the police to show up. And they never showed up. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, the last time the police showed up, I was fully prepared with the Oregon law book. The Oregon law scared the police so much that they had to run away. I think they're scared to come back.
Hey, where the heck are these cops?
Hi, Josh.
Ben, how's it going?
It's good. So we walked in, we were like, hey, we're sorry. We have permission to come back here and like apologize, and she's like, I'm calling the cops, and she like starts.
Josh now realizes that his last-ditch plan to get me arrested, well, that plan didn't work.
I'm sorry Amanda did that. Thank you for doing that.
It looks like Josh has no other choice than to give Brian his family's Legos back.
You apologize, and it's up to them to accept. So let's cross Amanda off that checklist. Let's get this done.
And now that our work here is done, we decided to head back to Los Angeles. It's too late to pick up the Legos today, but tomorrow, they're finally gonna give this family their Legos back. And now it's tomorrow. but the store has Brian's phone number blocked, so he can't call them. So instead, I called the store to see how Brian could pick up his Lego sets.
I was just wondering if you guys are still down to get the Legos back today.
I think I just want to make sure everything's properly.
The guy I'm on the phone with was trying as hard as he could to stall. It turns out that this is actually the same guy in the security camera footage that kicked the old owner out of the store. Google says his name is Brandon Best, and apparently he's co-owners of this franchise along with Joshua Johnson. But for some mystery reason, they weren't able to give the Legos back today.
They said they'd give me an update on Monday type thing.
Now it's Monday.
It is Monday. Hey, I was just calling to see if
spaghetti.
you guys are still
Damn.
to get the Legos back today.
He said. I would imagine it'll get done sometime this weekend, so I don't know for sure.
Nah, hell no.
I don't have a quick update, unfortunately.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for your patience. Sorry, it's kind of crazy and.
Hey.
Leave your message for.
He said I probably won't be able to talk tonight. What the heck? Why do they keep postponing this?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the heck? Yesterday he said he would call me today.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, no, Josh told me to come back. I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty. You want to call Josh?
No, I'm calling the police.
Bricks and Minifigs is still doing the same thing they've always done. They're still trying to get me arrested just to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me because I have a get out of jail free card. And I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you what I mean.
So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think?
Nope, it was even before this, right here. I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed, and all of these legal words, for any circumstance whatsoever, and for literally any reason, they cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years.
Nobody that won a free book even emailed me. So I'm gonna send out Laurie, I gotta send yours. OG Osamini, I gotta send yours. Lala, I gotta send yours. But everybody that y'all gifted, nobody's sent the damn email in.
But this only really works as a get out of jail free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I gonna do that?
Hi, sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
For some reason, Amanda just started signing our contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
In America, we have a duty to read contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you sign it. And if you forget to read it or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything, including a clause that says for every police officer she calls on me, she owes me $5,000 in liquidated damages. So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got 5,000, keep going, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, 35,000, $40,000. Okay, I think that's all the times Amanda called the police on me. But if I'm gonna be honest, even though Amanda has been helping cover up this giant theft, I still kind of feel bad for her that she owes us $40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I'm going to stop continuing to trick her, and I'm finally going to come clean about the contract. Once Amanda sees the agreement she's in, she'll finally realize it's not worth it to continue racking up this $5,000 debt. Instead, a much easier option would be we team up together to convince corporate to give Brian his Legos back.
Oh, I'm calling the police because you've already been trespassed off the premises.
Well, you don't want to owe $5,000 more, do you?
I don't owe anything, and I'm asking you for like the millionth time you need to leave.
You did say that I'm allowed to be here. You signed a document.
You did it?
I never once said you were allowed to be here.
Well, then whose signature is this then?
That is not my signature.
It's not?
Why do you have anything to do with signatures here?
Because you signed this, right?
No, I did not.
Is that not your signature?
So, no, it's not, and I'd like to know how you guys got a signature that's even close to mine.
Well, it says every time you call the cops, you owe us $5,000 for like punitive damages, but...
So, really?
Well, I'm just following the contract that you signed.
Okay. Now that Amanda knows she can't call the cops on me just for being here anymore, I decided to call Josh to update him on how making peace with Amanda is going.
Hey, I just went back to try to apologize to Amanda, and...
But what Josh said next, I was not ready for.
When we took over that store, there was nothing in that store. The shelves were empty. I don't know why you guys are thinking we're the bad guys.
Josh.
Oh, Ken, you said how come I'm not in blue? Because you got the membership. Your membership showing. What you mean, Karen? Are you 5? What you mean?
His story has now completely changed.
What's up, Jason?
Now he's saying even if I'm able to make peace with Amanda, they still won't be able to give me the Legos back because they never even had the Legos to begin with. Well, if Josh is telling the truth, then why did Josh say this to us last time?
We're happy to give you your stuff back.
I mean, what stuff of ours would he be giving back if none of our stuff was even ever in his store? You're like, what about this?
I'm happy to go open that stupid cupboard and you can have all the sets in there. I want to give it back to him. I'm happy to give you the inventory. Get the inventory to Brian. I'll give him back. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
I mean, Josh is on video swearing to God and on everything he'll give us the Legos back. But now, for some reason, he...
Hey, they should have knew he was lying then. Once he swore to God and put it on everything, oh, that nigga's lying.
Never even had the Legos. But this makes no sense.
Dude, the shelves were empty.
So I decided to remind him of all of these examples where he claims they do have Brian's Legos in the store still. And this was his response.
Fuck you, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
Give a damn of your fucking little opinion. It's wrong. And if you want to test your fucking opinion, let's go to court. Who enforces the law?
The court? So...
Exactly.
So you're saying that...
It's just a
So you're saying...
difference of opinion.
So basically what you're saying is I'm wrong, but you can sue me for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
So you know you're wrong. So you know that you stole the Legos then.
Let's go to court then.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, is that what you want?
Yeah.
You really want that?
I mean, I would like to just get the Legos back, but if that's what you want, I mean, it seems like this is what you want. I'm giving you every out that I can, but...
Let's just not go down. Look.
Dang.
Don't go down that route. It doesn't really matter because...
I just want to get the Legos back. They're Brian's Legos. Give them back. It's pretty easy.
It's kind of funny that this entire video, Josh has just been begging me to sue him.
Show me. Let's go to court.
But the second I agree to it, his attitude completely changes. It's almost like Josh doesn't want me to sue him, and the only reason he's saying that is because he knows that by saying it, he can get away with his crimes. But now that Josh thinks that there's a chance I might actually sue...
Okay, you said the book bundle, Karen? I'm gonna have to get it to you. Let me see. I don't know what you mean, Karen. I'm a little confused. Okay, the 5. All right, Karen. The book is $12.99 and the bundle is $19. But you know I got you, Karen. We'll figure it out. I don't know what you mean right now though. I'm a little lost. But I got you. We'll figure it out, Karen.
Sue him, he's getting scared. In fact, he said if I do sue him, he's gonna tell the world that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Then you can f*** yourself.
Dang.
You, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
So basically, these are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now, I'm definitely not doing that. So what's the alternative? I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them, and somehow if I win, then we can finally get the family their Legos back. Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer a third option, which I call option number 3. Small claims court. Think about it. Small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing and you get a judgment pretty much instantly. So I gathered my friends around a campfire to tell them about option number 3.
One of the thoughts you had was taking the small claims court, right?
No, because it's way too much money to take to small claims court.
You can't take someone to small claims court, Ben, for $200,000.
Yeah, it's 12,000 at the most, right? 12,500.
Everyone hated option number 3. And I guess it makes sense. We ended up looking it up and you can actually only sue for $10,000 at the most. So if we go with option number 3, Brian actually could win $10,000 pretty easily, but then this is what would happen to his $190,000. But I'm not giving up. We just need to get creative.
Theoretically, if you wanted to, could you take in the small claims court?
If you wanted to limit it.
If I wanted to limit it.
But you would at least get $10,000 out of that though, right?
We could, but it would be giving up $100,000 more, you know.
So here's the here's the pitch.
Here we go.
What if we have 10 people sue 10 different times for $10,000 and we get $100,000?
No.
Well, why not?
The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term called claim splitting.
Yeah, so it turns out my idea is called claim splitting, which is when a civil plaintiff splits one lawsuit into 2 or more lawsuits, and that is illegal.
Yes, if 10 different people sue and win money for one crime, then that is illegal. But we have already established that if one person sues for this.
Oh, okay, Karen. What they meant was, if you send 5 memberships on live, I'll send you the bundle and give somebody else the book. Or if you send a super chat that was $20 or more, I would, or 25, one of them, it don't matter. I would send you the bundle and give somebody the book. I see that you sent 5, but that's just what that meant in the email. To clarify that, was that people can buy the book directly in the Discord or whatever, but to make the live streams fun, I was like, while we're on live, everybody who buys a book or bundle will give away a copy on live to make it fun. Because I only have one form of payment right now, Cash App. I don't have my Square set up yet. So Cash App or through this platform is the only way we can kind of, sell the book.
This crime, it is a very easy win. So what if this exact scenario just so happens to happen 10 different times? Think about it. If 10 different people get their Legos stolen by Bricks and Minifigs, all 10 people can individually sue, and it turns out that that is actually not considered claim splitting. So basically, if I can find 10 different victims of Bricks and Minifigs, my plan will work. And maybe I don't have to find 10 victims. Maybe I can create them. Starting with myself. First, I signed up for a credit card and then used that credit card to walk into the bank and take out a $10,000 loan. I then used this $10,000 to buy a few Lego sets from Brian. Specifically, these Lego sets. And according to the legal paperwork, they're still Brian's to sell to me. But just in case Bricks and Minifigs tries to argue that for some reason this wasn't a legal sale, I hired a public notary to officially approve the purchase.
It's official, we have a public notary approving it. Notary public. We have a notary public approving it. I own these Lego sets now, right?
Once I stamp it, it's all yours.
Here we go.
Pleasure. Congratulations. It looks like I legally now have $10,000 worth of inventory inside this Bricks and Minifigs store. So I wrote a very stern demand letter to Bricks and Minifigs demanding that they give me all of my $10,000 of Legos back. And they never got back to me. So I'm going to sue them in small claims court, completely separate of Brian. Now that there's 2 crimes committed against 2 completely separate victims, this is not considered claim splitting. So this is when I thought, if the plan works this well for me, it should also work this well for all my friends. So I signed up for a ton of more credit cards, took out a bunch of more money, and each of my friends bought $10,000.
Man, he is capping, bro. Like, he is capping, bro. He didn't sign up for all them credit cards, bro. He probably signed up one to get the clip, maybe, but nah, he didn't sign everybody up, man. They got the paper over there, man. He's this shit has 6.6 million views, bro. Yeah. He's got the paper.
$1,000 worth of Brian's Lego sets.
$10,000 for you. Here you go. Thank you.
Shake hands.
You felt the need to bow.
This is when we realized there's actually a big problem with our plan because...
Okay, Karen, you said you'll buy one and donate one. All right, Karen, just let me know and we'll do it. It's not that many people in here tonight, but we can do it on tomorrow night's stream. We can do the giveaway for the Mama Money. We got to give her a copy away, and then we can do yours.
We're now all $10,000 in debt, and if we don't pay the banks back soon, the interest is gonna destroy us. Dude, what's the problem?
We're $10,000 in debt.
Well, how do we solve this, dude? What do we do? We just ask our friends if they have like money to like loan us.
Tommy, I'm in a lot of debt, and I just wanted to know if you have $10,000 to loan me. No.
What?
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a try. Michael, do you have $10,000 to loan me?
I literally do not have $10,000.
But this is when we remembered that our friend Brian just made about $100,000 from all the Lego sets he just sold us. I bet he has extra money he could lend us. So we gave Brian a call.
So we're in a really weird pickle right now. I just need $10,000. That's all. I'll give it back.
This is weird.
I know. It's crazy, but like.
I can see about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, sure.
Brian legally gave each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid interest. And it says in the paperwork that once we win these court cases against Bricks and Minifigs, we'll pay Brian back.
Yeah, and we promise once we win this lawsuit, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll pay you right back.
And if you're thinking, wait, how is all of this legal? There has to be some type of catch. And you're right, there is. It's called sales tax. But luckily for us in Oregon, there is no sales tax. It's one of the only states that doesn't have it. This means that we can just keep selling Lego sets back and forth to each other over and over for free.
Well, I think everyone's in. Should we start? You're gonna go to the top. It's start a filing.
But I haven't even told you guys the best part yet. The best part is that all of this is another flashback. Yeah, all of this happened a month ago. So now let's fast forward all the way back to present day where I'm still talking to Josh on the phone. And yeah, Josh has no clue that we've been preparing all of these court cases against him for the last month. He's about to be in for the surprise of his life.
You have like, I guess until the store closes, I guess, to get the Legos back if that's the way you want to go. But if not, I guess we'll serve the papers today and then go to court.
How are you gonna serve the papers today?
Well, figure it out.
That's not how it works. Are you young? That's not how the world works.
It's not how the world works? Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make the world work that way today.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs knows the deal. Give the Legos back before the store closes, or they get served court papers. And now we wait. And then waiting got kind of boring, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the day promoting my We Steal From Old People company. Go to www.westealfromoldpeople.com for some awesome merch. And if Bricks and Minifigs calls the police on me for doing this, then they owe me $5,000 more. I've been advertising my company for a pretty long time now, and I've gotten no reaction from Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm sending in a secret undercover agent to see how they're handling the situation from the inside.
Hell, it's damn near dark.
Well, they closed early on us. I think they were afraid of my lawsuit. So we decided to go bowling again. Oh, no way. Shut up. Oh my God!
It's the next day now, and you know what that means? It's go time.
It's go time.
The funniest part about yesterday was when I was talking to Josh on the phone, he totally thinks that I just made all of this up in the moment. When the actual reality is, we've been planning this court case for months. But I'm not complaining, because if Josh thinks it's fake, then he probably won't show up to court. And if Josh doesn't show up to court, we just win by default. So before I serve him any court papers, I'm actually first gonna confirm Josh's beliefs and do something super duper fake. Like give him a world record for the most amount of Legos ever stolen.
Not everyone can say that they're the best in the world. It's something.
Exactly.
We ready? Hi.
Hello.
I am Ryan with the Guinness World Record Association, and I think you're expecting this actually. This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
Stolen by a single franchise.
Is that what it says?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not hanging that up.
You don't know anything about
I
this.
have no idea of anything about that.
Okay. I guess call
I am the manager.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
And you weren't expecting it?
I was not expecting it.
Success. Anything that gets delivered to the store now, Bricks and Minifigs will probably also think it's fake, which is now perfect timing to serve all of these real court papers. But to do this, I need a lot of people. So I started recruiting some people with a game of hacky sack.
Here's your legal paperwork.
You have been served.
The first lawsuit has officially been served. Good luck, guys.
Here's my resume.
God, mother. Okay, that was funny.
Everything was going exactly to plan. Well, until this happened.
Yeah, Park. Hurry! Yo, can we just talk real quick?
I think Josh told this employee to close down the store early to avoid any more lawsuits coming in.
Yeah, she closed. As soon as she saw us pull up, she started closing up.
So for the rest of the day, I'm going to continue to advertise my We Steal From Old People company at www.westealfromold. No, it's for me to give them an official closing ceremony. I guess someone driving by happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral. The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
I've been reading about this Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon that's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kaiser, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Fig store. Permanently closed, we stole a family's life savings. They sued, we lost. By closing the store, we got out of having to pay the family what we owe them.
Just closed down his entire place of business to not pay you $100,000. I don't know, we didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business. Like, that's almost...
We still gotta get the Legos back. Which is why, even though Bricks and Minifigs closed down this store, I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection back to its rightful owner.
I don't know. It's just this video's going on for so long now.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you that.
All right, chat, man. That's enough of that, man. We damn. Can y'all hear me? All right, well, look, we had a good night, man. We had fun. I'll be back on tomorrow. Make sure that y'all get me the emails so I can get those copies of the book sent out. And I'll see y'all on the next one, chat.